What's up, my marshmallows? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are. Thanks again for stopping by. Yesterday's stream was so much fun, and it was incredible. Like, I couldn't have asked for a smoother debut. Ooh, smooth like butter. You guys are amazing. And there were so many marshmallows that showed up. It was incredible. I hope you're all having a good day today. I was planning to do some drawing and draw some new characters for Crush Crush, but my cat, I think it was my cat, I'm just blaming my cat, I can't find my pen, and so I'm not able to really draw without it. I know, it sucks, but I do have a backup, and it's still kind of art related. I was gonna show some concept art and stuff. So, hi everyone! Look at how many people are already here. This is awesome. I hope you're having a good day so far. I was going to share, where is it? Where's my screen? Some concept art. Whoa! Yeah, there's a lot of little thumbnails here. And then I might just shrink myself down a bit. Let me see. Let's do this. Hey. Oh. Moving this way. Scaling with the shrink ray. Okay. Oh, I hope you can see chat. I didn't really consider that it would be covered. But I'm going to be going through different thumbnails and things. So maybe I'll just bring one up first. There. Now you can see chat better. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to go over some concept art and talk a little bit about like my process of designing girls for Crush Crush and Blush Blush, I guess. I'm gonna make sure there's no not safe for work. I scrubbed these already. Because that would be bad. Even though the stream is set to mature, I don't think Twitch smiles on nipples and things. So they frown on nipples. So it should be clean. No fun bobas today. But yeah, I'm just gonna show some concept art, some like scrapped girl concepts and outfits and things, and talk about my process. Hi, is Fortnite dead for reals? Oh yeah. Hi, I remember you. You were chatting with me on Twitter. Moon's here. I always give them big booba. Good. Oh, I'll keep that in mind, Moon. Thank you. That's so nice you showed up again. And Barty's here. Aww. All my little marshmallows. So yeah, this first one that's on screen, this ninja girl, she was kind of a test character, and we didn't end up using her. We ended up going with Shibuki, our, resident green-haired, purple-eyed ninja girl. And I really like her design, so I'm happy we went with that one. But this was just one concept I was working with an artist on, and these are all my notes saying, like, here's how you can clear up her silhouette, you can make her ponytail. Oh, you can see my mouse cursor. Great. You can see her ponytail, like, had more volume, maybe give her a cool Oni mask. But even though I critiqued it and we were liking this design, I thought, we can do something different. So we didn't use this one. Oh, I'm just gonna go all over the place with these, by the way. They're not in any particular order. But I'll probably stop after each one so we can chat about them. This is a chibi that I did for Alpha. Yay, Barty. You've probably seen this, because this has been on the Patreon. Yeah, I start with like a really rough sketch here on the left, and then I clean it up. For this one, I used Illustrator, which is like a vector Oh, I'm in the way. Sorry, I just noticed. I'll go over here. So yeah, I sketch, and then I do the ink work and clean it up. I color the lines, because that's kind of our style. So you can see like the blue hair outlines and kind of darker for her facial features. And then I do the flat colors. This is in Adobe Animate, which is like a vector program, which means, I can zoom in on it and it'll still be like really high res and good. And then the final shading step. She's so cute. Alpha. I love her sparkly hair. and CDs. Oh man, I just have nowhere to go in this scene. I'm gonna be blocking the art no matter what. Just reading chat. Oh, Chibi Alpha. Yeah, if you're on the Patreon, you'll probably recognize some of this art. Like I said, I was gonna draw on stream, but that had to go out the window. So this was my backup. Just chatting about concept art and my process. And yeah, feel free to ask questions about it. I'm going to show a lot of my art and some of our other artists' stuff. So you'll see lots of different styles. Next! That didn't work. I must be clicking on the wrong thing. Oh yeah, more alpha. I guess it's in alphabetical order. So this was an artist called Typo. He's super, super talented. He does a lot of lewd art. So you can see the thumbnail is really, really rough when it starts out. But it gives enough of an idea of like what the pose is going to be that I can give feedback and sign off on it. So after he does that rough, sorry, I'm moving around. Which artist did the art for Nova? Oh, that would be Moon. And she's here in the chat right now. Yeah. I mean, we collaborate on all the character designs, but yeah, Moon did the art for Nova and oh, so good. So good. I don't have any Nova art in this one. I just grabbed a bunch of random things. But all the phone fling art, you can thank Moon. I love Moon. And so yeah, you can see the alpha gets cleaned up. But then, even though there's been some back and forth on feedback, ultimately I go in, and this is me like drawing over top, adding more like deeper shadows and fixing up some anatomy and little things with her face. Yeah, I added a lot of deeper shadows with her hair, and I changed the background color too because I thought it would look nicer. What else? Yeah, added more sparkles. Always add more sparkles. Oh, and I adjusted the music notes so that it looked like they actually fit on the plates, because if you look over here, they're kind of slanted and didn't really look right. So just little tweaks like that. But I love Typo's art. I know he's really busy with his own stuff, so he hasn't really helped with Crush Crush in a few years, but he's so talented. Next! More alpha, and these are really rough, by the way. Like, a lot of the stuff I'm showing is rough. I did these, and they're kind of scrapped outfit designs, so I just figured there wasn't a place for them. Doing like a kimono outfit or like a fancy night out dress. It's kind of scandalous now that you look at it. But I do like the colors in her kimono yukata design. Oh, and some blush. Random. Sorry, going all over the place here. I'll go here. So here on the left, you can see kind of the initial sketch from one of my artists. And then we gave our feedback. We basically redrew it. Sorry, Carmen. But yeah, fixing up some anatomy. Like, it always helps to draw the character nude first so that you get the structure. But fixing up his face, like, he had a really big head in the original one here on the left. And so we extended the keyboard and yeah, shrunk the head. And it fixed up his muscles. So pretty much a redraw, but it just helps, you know, so that we keep it on model and then the characters look the same. Then you can't even tell that there were different artists that touched it. Hey, Zan's here! Hi! Oh, thank you, Boon! She's plugging her Dakimakura. She made those, and they're amazing! They're so cool. I can't show them on stream, but there's a lewd side, and it looks really great. I'm still getting the hang of this whole Twitch thing, and even though this is a mature channel, I don't know how much I can show and talk about, so I'll get the hang of it. Oh, here's some more Anon. Oh good, I'm in the middle, so I'm not blocking anything. So on the left was the artist's initial sketch, and even their like rough sketch underneath that's why you can see like 1,000 different toes. And then we just cleaned it up. Like we pulled out his leg so it looked a little more anatomically correct, and fixed up his eye, and then, you know, add this little camera flash because, you know, then you kind of understand what's going on. He's taking a picture of the fish. And then, yeah, shrinking him down because this is the swan boat date. If you don't know, blush. And so trying to keep the creature versions of them a similar size. Oh yeah, more floof on the cheeks. Yeah, so it's cool when you look at them side by side like this because you can see like just little changes push it and make it look that much better. Aww, I'm so happy you're all here. Oh my gosh, there's 102 of you? Wow, like no pressure. Okay. Yeah, if you're not on Patreon, then this is hopefully all new to you. You haven't seen this concept art. But yeah, I'm gonna be jumping all over the place between Crush and Blush. Okay, good. This is not lewd. Well, it's lewd, but it's not like not safe for work. So this was when I was doing some initial tests. Oh yeah, there's typo, and that's a very not safe for work link, so don't click it. So he did his initial test with like this thumbnail, this beautiful blue thumbnail. Oh, look, it's me. And then I proved that, and he did this lovely colored shaded version. But then I gave my feedback of like, hey, you could add more here and here. And then ultimately I ended up just painting over it and making it more in my style. But it just shows there's a lot of back and forth. This was another person who kind of auditioned to be an artist for us. It didn't work out, but you can see how, you know, their first sketch, it was like a little bit longer than our model. And I did give them like the reference. And so I tried to give pointers of like how you can make her legs shorter and she has a bigger head. But I think just with the shading style and their own personal style, it was hard to adapt. So we didn't end up going with them again. But I still really love seeing all this art. Like this person has a really cool rendering style. But just a couple like structural issues that didn't really match. So like this was their first test on the left. And then I tried giving some feedback here. A little bit of plump, you know, muffin top on Hero. But yeah, like it took a while to find the artists that I work with. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm in the way. I gotta get used to it. I'm blacking all the art. So yeah, from their initial sketch to my draw over, and then they did their final render. But yeah, the artists I work with are amazing, and I'm really, really lucky. I have Moon and Yuki and Nachos. Oh, you like the feedback notes? Draken Ritter, thank you. Yeah, I try to leave notes that teach the artist, so I'm not just drawing over and fixing it. I'm trying to explain why I'm doing things. Like, hey, you know, it would be impossible to do this pose, and here's why, and maybe this character wouldn't make this kind of expression, and etc., etc. Oh, I'm in the wrong click. That doesn't work. I think because I'm zoomed in. Yeah. Well, so here's some more other art tests. Oh, and you can see some of Moon's stuff. But I'll start with Blondeville. So this was an artist called Mellow. I thought they had a lot of potential. I liked their style. But, I don't know. Again, it was kind of like the shading style was a little too soft, kind of airbrushed. And even though they had the reference art, they didn't really match our style so closely. They kind of wanted to inject their own. And it's just tough because when you're playing a game, you want to be immersed in the style. So if the art style changes a lot, it can pull you out of it. Like, oh, whoa, that's not what, you know, my waifu looked like a second ago. I've seen a couple games like that, and it really pulls me out of it. Bunny! Oh yeah, Moon's talking about... This was years ago when she did her her daki, initial dakis. And, I mean, they're still really beautiful and incredible to look at. But yeah, both our styles have evolved over the years, hey? So you can see her initial sketch. And I'm gonna cover it. And then I gave like minor notes. Things like Cassie has a 3-dimensional sea. Her little like accessories. So giving more dimension to that. And explaining like how her outfit fits on her. Also like fixing up the eye style. But I mean, you still did an amazing job. And I love the renders. Like, that shading. That's so beautiful. Yeah, but these were done a long time ago. So it is crazy to look at these. Moon is great. I agree. You were 18? You were 18 when you drew that? Holy. What? That's amazing. We've grown up together. Oh, these are some rough sketches I did. It's so embarrassing showing my stuff. Because this is also from like a million years ago. Blech. These are some like steampunk girl concepts. It's actually based on like one of my friends. Because she loved steampunk and dressing up like this. She was a very cool girl. But I just didn't see like a steampunk girl fitting in with our cast. I mean, maybe one day, but I don't even know. She kind of looks like she'd be full of herself. Not very good. Yeah, steampunk. I like steampunk. Redhead Royal. Hello and greetings, marshmallow friendos. Yay! So many marshmallows. Okay, now jumping around. This is a good example of how our rough, I'm just gonna get out of the way completely. Rough sketches can look. Like, look at that marshmallow. The marshmallow is just like a blob. It looks so funny. But I mean, this is for Lestat's intro. I can't get over that. It's so funny. And yeah, like we'll get in there and give our critiques, and then I'll draw the marshmallow usually, because even though it's a really simple blob, I feel like there's some little nuances to it, so I end up drawing it most of the time. Yes, it is a marshmallow. Aha, there I am. Aww. Yeah, look, chat, it's us. Miko Kisai. List of lamb. Wow, we look beautiful. I'm glad you see the beauty. Oh my gosh. Hopefully this isn't too not safe for work for Twitch. Here's another great example of me collaborating with Typo. From his like initial like I'm covering her butt. I'll move. His sketch, which is really cool because it's like a super simple sketch with only a couple brushstrokes, but it tells me exactly all the information I need. Like, she is, you know, on her hands and poking her butt up to the camera. And so then he does the initial cell shading. But then I go in and clean stuff up. Like, you can see with my mouse cursor over here, I added deeper shadows, like a drop shadow on the bed or the sheets. I plumped up her beans because they were too small for me. I want the big beans. What else? I added more definition, like from her shoulder blades. I fixed up her eyes so that, you know, the hair kind of hid a little bit. Just little things like that, like little touches, but it brings it more on brand with my style, and I feel like it just adds a pop. Who likes Beverly? I think Beverly's best girl. Just putting it out there. Melody Muse does her human form voice. She's amazing. But yeah, if you didn't know, OG Panda does the voice for the bear form. Fluffy tail. Aww. Sounds like Miss Piggy. Yeah, I think so too. It's too bad because that's OG Panda's only voice in the game. Aw, she's cute as heck. Your details are incredible. Aww. Yeah, there's a lot of layers, Ronan. Like, oh my gosh, before the art makes it in the game, there's so many back and forths and changes. and sometimes don't even use what we made. I'll get to some of those examples. Oh yeah, here's some more of my ugly sketches. So I did the little like potion bottle design, and this is really rough, but because it's just me, like when it's just me doing the art, I don't have to worry about cleaning it up in the sketch stage. I can just, you know, understand what I meant with this and take it to final. It's so rough and ugly to look at though. I like her little scars. And OG Panda had the suggestion to add the blush marks under her eyes, because it's kind of like Princess Mononoke. Aww. Someone's playing on mobile. I think OG Panda Beverly VTuber when? I don't know, you'll have to ask him that. On mobile, I think I had to censor Beverly a bit. I know, sad days. But she had too much bosom. Too much booba. But I like her design. Here's some other scribbles I did, just kind of figuring out like wallpaper ideas. I'll go down here. I did end up using the one on the bottom for a wallpaper. Oh my gosh, it's so rough. Like, no one can understand my scribbles except me. It's like I'm drawing in Morse code. Here's Beverly looking sexy as heck. Sorry, that's probably too hot for Twitch. So here's some sketches from Azahara, Yuki. You can follow her on Twitter, Yuki Lumino. She's amazing. And she's also been working on Crush Crush art for a few years. What did she do with the puppies? Someone's asking. We don't talk about those. Beverly just has a lot of pets. Yeah, let's go with that. So this is Charlotte, and these are some initial designs for what her bathing suit could look like. It's always so tough picking the outfits because they all look amazing and I want to be able to draw them all. But unfortunately, at the end of the day, you can only pick one. So we went with the left one. I should say I went with the left one because I really like the hat. I felt like it was kind of gothic enough for her. It's very elegant too. Oh, random. Back to my chibis, I guess. Yeah, whoa. I'll get out of the way. So yeah, I start with the sketch. I clean it up and make little additions. Like, I think I missed her front hanging hair here, so I added it when I went to line art. Whoops. And the hat was really lumpy, so I fixed that up. Oh, I even forgot her little like ponytail thing. So yeah, sketch. What was I thinking with that sketch? And then I cleaned up the line art. I colored it. I did the flats. I really like how things look when they're flat colored. I think it's a nice style. But then I add all the highlights and shading and just call it a day. You can always keep working on these things. So there's a certain point you have to say, it looks good enough. But yeah, this chibi, all these chibis I did, they get used in the mobile game, but they're also stickers in our store. I love the chibis. I want to be able to do all the girls as chibis. It's just, it takes time, and I feel like I need to finish Hush Hush first. Mew, what is your favorite mechanic in Crush Crush? Asks Gold Game. Personally, mine is poking the girls. Yeah, I like that too. It's kind of an Easter egg. The same as like clicking on the passion scenes. You know, there's like an extra piece of art there. Oh, hang on. Is Barty going? Someone's saying bye. Bye, Barty. But yeah, my favorite mechanic. I really like Katara's speed boost or speed dating feature. Yeah, like that was a total game changer for me. Saved my hand from a lot of clicking. But yeah, I like the speed dating. Bye, Bard. And then I don't know. There's a lot that I like. I like all the outfits too. Initially, we were gonna have each outfit give some kind of buff, but that was a lot, and we just decided, nah, they're cool cosmetics. But who knows? Maybe one day they'll add some sort of extra layer. Clicking on what now? Oh, just clicking like with the speed dating feature, it saved me from like clicking through all the dates and clicking through all the gifts. Because with Katara's little lightning bolt, it's just an instant fulfillment. It's great. So let's save my wrist. Fourth image of chibi buns. When you say you don't like sweets. Aww. Yeah, totally. She's got dead eyes. I see that now. That's funny. Blazing Phoenix. Oh, hey! You were in my debut yesterday. Here's some more bonbon. This is again my rough, ugly, sketchy sketch. But I was comparing like the Crush Crush designs while I was designing her Hush Hush look. So, you know, making her a little bit taller, more curvier, just different proportions, a little more aged up. It's also been like a couple years since I drew her in Crush Crush, and then Hush Hush happened several years later. Yeah. I sketch in Adobe Flash, which is called Animate now, but that's why the line art looks so crappy. It's just vector, and I don't know. I guess I just got used to drawing in there because of Club Penguin, so it's kind of ingrained. Her hair is so pretty. Thanks, Zen. Yeah, I really like the little strawberry streaks she has. I thought that was cool. Originally, I was gonna have her with dark purple hair, and then almost made it in the game, and then I was thinking, strawberry. Ronan, what were your design goals for Hush Hush design versus Crush Crush? Well, the story in Hush Hush is a lot more intense. Like, Crush Crush is very lighthearted and happy, and so I've got a kind of cartoony, almost North American style of anime. But in Hush Hush, I feel like the art style is a lot more grown up. There's more detail and subtleties in their expressions. I don't have any art in this folder of that, I think, but I could do a rundown of the Hush Hush art sometime. I think that'd be cool. Waddle like that. There's some CP peeps in here. Question: how about Hush Hush? How many characters are in the game? At least I want to say like 20. There's some side characters who only make small appearances, but yeah, 20 or just under 20. I should know this answer. I can't wait to see everyone react to Hush Hush. Yes, they're gonna love it, Moon. They're gonna freak out once it's out. It's so beautiful. Oh, like, gosh, the music, the art, the voice acting, the story. It's really, really good. And I'm not just biased. Like, I end up playing Hush Hush to test it, but then I just get sucked in and play for hours. Oh, more Bonbon. Ooh. This is also typo. You can see his little... Oh, no, you can't see it. You can see his thumbnail down there. And then his initial pass on the colors and inking. It's a little flat, so I add a couple more dimensions of shading. Like, you can see if you compare both the hairs here. Like, he only has one step and a little gradient. Whereas I add, like... this darker drop shadow and a couple strands, because I really like, you know, the loose hair strand look. I think it's pretty. What else did I add? Yeah, more shadows mostly. I didn't really fix up her face, but I added like definition from shoulder blades, some butt cheek action going on. It's more like bun, am I right? I love her little chef hat. Maniac. I love her hat too. It's so silly, and I have no idea how it stays on her head. It's like hot glued. Gotta love buns. She is a good baker. Her buns are great. Looks like she's ready for a massage. I mean, heck yeah. I'd get in there. Oh, we've already seen this one. Oh, that's the like door closed version. Hi, Marshmallow. Oh, and so this is Yuki's art test. Oh, so long ago. Yeah, so I don't even remember how I found her, but I really liked her art, and I reached out and said, hey, do you want to draw for Crush Crush? Try drawing Cassie. And so I sent some reference art, and this was her test. And it was so good. Oh, no, wait. This was Yuki's. Yeah, sorry. I'm getting confused. This is Yuki's on the left. And this is another artist, Noboru's. So there were two different artists who did the Cassie art audition, I guess. But yeah, Yuki's was really good. Her expression is very tsundere. And I don't know, the line weight, everything, her proportions, it looks great. Noboru, I just had to like make Cassie shorter. And everyone wants to give Cassie huge boobs. Cassie doesn't have humongous bobas. Gotta tone it down. But yeah, both of them were really good. And so they passed the test. And I ended up collaborating on quite a few characters with them. Yeah, Yuki was the artist who did Charlotte and Shibuki. And just so many. And Noboru's done Katara. And he's working on some others right now. I don't want to give away too much. C-Cup is pretty decent. Yeah, it's good. Cute video game lady. Aww. Yes, I love Yuki's art. It's so good. She's actually probably the closest to my style. I'm pretty much convinced she's like my long-lost sister living in Spain. Because we have like really similar art styles and the way she does things. I'm like, yeah, I would do that too. This is more of my chibi art. Oh, sorry, it's so all over the place. It's in alphabetical order. So we've made it to C. So with my initial sketch, you can see I had her head tilted, a lot of sass in that hip. But I toned it down when I came to the line art stage, and I was like, nah, just more straight up and down is fine. Tilting her head up feels more like a tsundere thing. You know, kind of nose in the air. And then I did the liner and I colored it flat. Like these are just showing the different stages, and it's in lovely vector, so it's very like it's got a clean look, cel shaded. I like the shiny gold accessories. That's her thing. Is there a Chibi Rosa? No, not yet. But I'm gonna be drawing a lot on this stream once I find my pen. And I would love to do more of the chibi art like this, because we can use that in game. Like people like chibis, right? We use them in all the pop-ups in the mobile version. Oh, I can hear a cat meowing. Sorry if you hear meow meow. You lost me at tsundere. Cat tsundere. Aww. Yeah, maybe people haven't seen this chibi art before. I'm cool. I'm glad you think it's cool. Ah, this is another scrapped outfit. And yeah, it's really ugly. It's super basic. I did it a million years ago. But it's like a fancy dress, you know, going out for a night out. And then her like yukata kimono design. I don't like it now that I look at it. The colors are fine, but it's like, the top is a little frumpy. It just doesn't suit her. There's definitely better designs out there. This is more Charlotte and showing the process here. So I like to take color concepts and turn them black and white, just so I can check the contrast and the values. So that's what I'm doing down here. Because you'll see like, if things are too similar in value, then you can lose that. Like, you might not be able to see her hand if her shirt is the same color as her skirt. So just checking the values is a nice quick way to make sure that it's looking good and all the colors are popping right. I really like her bunny. I think it's cute. Hello, new people following. Thank you, thank you. Wow, there's 136 marshmallows in here right now. Oh my gosh. I hope this is entertaining, because I'm just going over like my art process. But you get to see some behind the scenes of Crush Crush and Blush Blush. Yeah, I like her eye patch, and with all her different outfits, it changes a little bit. But when she's in her birthday suit, I don't think she has an eye patch. So why does she have it? The little wing hair clips, yeah, the bat wings, so cute. Love Yuki's ideas. Like, we had a pretty strong idea of what Charlotte would look like. Like, very, you know, gothic and Victorian-esque. She nailed it. And this was before Official, I can never say her name, the girl from Genshin Impact came out. So I feel like maybe they had played Crush Crash and ripped us off. It wouldn't be the first time Genshin ripped off someone. Alright, next. I'm salty today, apparently. Oh, these are my... I don't think anyone will find this interesting, but I threw it in here for fun. These are my initial concepts. Ooh, I'll just go over here. Figuring out like logo design. And so pretty early on, we knew we wanted to call the game Crush Crash. It was really funny because we were just sitting with OG Panda one day and we're like, oh, what are some words that have to do with like dating and like, you know, crushing? And I was like, well, what if you crush them? And it's like, crush, crush. Crush your crush. And so these are all my little explorations. It stayed pretty close to what my first tries were. Like I had the top word, crush, crushing the bottom word. Like even down here you can see cracks. It's like ksh. But then I feel like that would be a more destructive game. Like it would give the impression that you're beating up the girls. Like crush them. And some of these look like straight up juice logos. Like Orange Crush. Which I love, by the way. Oh my gosh. So yeah, these were all over the place. But I was also trying to make something that was easy to read. And so doing like the pink, purple, blue combination seemed to stand out. Like if you zoom out, oh, I can't zoom out a lot. But if you see the logo at a small enough scale, then if it's still readable, like legible, then that's a good thing. I've seen too many logos for games where like you really have to zoom in, like what does it even say? Because it's too stylized or just there's too much going on. A lot of games like to put, you know, a graphic behind like a whole character scene. Final Fantasy does that a lot, but they do it well. Crush Soda. How to get high in 5 minutes. What? I love Crush. It's good. Something we don't have up here in Canada is Baja Blast, and I really want to try that. Ugh, gotta get my hands on some of that. But oh man, it's been a while since I've been down to the States. That's on my list. Some of these feel weirdly retro, probably because I'm retro. Smash Smash Win. Well, I want to stick with games that have the ush sound. We'll see. Smush Smush, I guess. Oh, okay, jumping around to Cabin Fever now. I should probably go in the other order. Cause yeah, so Yuki, she'll do her initial sketch. You can see like the big hand here. Well, I'll get out of the way. And then I'm kind of showing how like the camera is looking this way. So maybe change like a little bit of the positioning. She's pulling the strawberry off the strawberry bush. I try to leave notes. But yeah, I drew over this whole thing. The red lines are me. And then I tried another version where she's pulling a little more gently. Just so that her silhouette was nicer. And then she cleaned it up with that. And I still had more feedback. Poor Yuki. She puts up with so much. I was like, do it like this. No, do it like that. Yay, Mallory, she's my favorite. Who said that? List of Lamb. Oh, then you're gonna be stoked because she's coming to Crush Crash like tomorrow. Yeah, she's kind of already technically in there, but we're gonna make the announcement tomorrow. Yeah, I love Mallory. She's so sweet and just a very wholesome girl. This is like the flat art stage, and I'm just telling her like, oh, it's gonna take place here, and we'll draw the background. So just draw one strawberry, and we'll take care of the rest. Yeah, so that's that. It's nice to see Mallory in here. There's more. This is her like 3D printer scene, where they're 3D printing a cat. And so all the red lines are me drawing over top. Poor Yuki. She drew the whole character, which is nice. So in the game, if you remember, like there's a table here and there's the 3D printer, so you can't even see her beautiful hands. But in the final art, she does have hands. So I don't know, maybe we'll put that somewhere like on Patreon. I don't know. Yeah, I was saying like, ooh, add sparkles and bigger eyes and kind of change the eye line so she's looking at it. Floof out her hair. Tried to design her hair so they look like wings because she's like an angel. What else? Smaller head, kind of pulled it in. Just little tweaks. Some boba squish. Lots of boba squish. Mallory without eye highlights look like what I imagine her expression is when you tell her why you keep chickens. No, Skylander, no. You don't eat all the chickens. You can keep some for their eggs. Aww. A quiet place, but anime with waifus. Yeah, I can see that. What else does Cabin Fever remind me of? There's a couple like stories like that. So this is oh, I'm in the way completely here. Okay. Hang on, I'm just reading some questions. Does the main character in Cabin Fever have a sprite? Or are they also on Marshmallow? I thought about doing a sprite for them. You can pick your gender in that game. And I just figured it would be a lot of extra art. So why not just leave it up to your imagination? Rush is speed dating. Nice, Ronan. I like it. Hello, Slumber Baru. You're back. Oh no, Psych Mac is saying Cabin Fever wrecked me emotionally. I'm sorry. I'll pay for your therapy bills. Yeah, it was a roller coaster. I had a lot of fun writing it though, because it's very different from Crush Crash and other stuff that we've done. But I just wanted to try out making a visual novel. I mean, I know we've got Hush Hush, but that's a much bigger project, and so it was like a personal challenge to do Cabin Fever and get it out there. Time for water. I'm gonna drink. Ooh. So now I'm gonna show you some more traditional art that I do. It's not often, but I've got some Copic markers I bought in Japan, and some have been gifted to me. It's tough. It's really tough because I've been doing digital art for so long, and you can't undo. There's no Control Z. A Z. What do you get? You guys say Z. Yeah. Canada we say Z. Which is funny because Pro ZD is like, oh, isn't it Pro ZD? I don't know. What is his name? Because Canadian and Americans say Z differently. Anyway, so this is Charlotte and the process of doing like the sketch and then the cleaned up inks. And then like laying down different colors with the markers. I'll get out of the way for a little bit. No, not Project Z, Pro ZD. He's a really funny, well, he was like a Vine creator. He has a YouTube and a Twitter, and he just does these short clips. It's really funny. Yeah, like he's just hilarious. Oh, I'll type his name. Pro ZD, go check him out. He's also a fantastic voice actor. And I wanted him to be in Blush Blush, but he's like a union actor, so we couldn't do that. I'll zoom in a little bit because I want to show, like, you can see the texture. Like, Copic markers are really cool. They're kind of like watercolor, and they stay damp for a little bit so you can blend, but you really gotta plan your steps. But I really like how you can like blend out the shading in her hair and stuff, give her soft, kissable lips. Yeah, and then just going in and doing all the different colors and tweaking things. And then you can see I had a boo-boo with her mouth, lips. I fucked up, and I had to go in and use like a white pen, so it's like a gel, and I colored inside her mouth, and I added little shines in her eyes. So it is kind of like having an undo button, but you can only get away with that so much because it's noticeable. Yeah, that's Charlotte. I love Charlotte's design. She's so cute. Such refined detail. Thank you. You're too nice to me. Yay! Someone knows Prozedi. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why isn't this an art museum? I mean, there's Patreon. If I could plug that for a sec. There's tons of this kind of art there. But I'm also happy to just show it all on stream. Is there any Tessa art? Asks Roly Loli. I don't know if I have any in here, but I could go over some Tessa art another day. Yeah, her design is really cool, because I tried to base it on my dog Tessa. So I could do that. Aww. Ilario. Charlotte's your favorite character? Aww. Traditional Charlotte looks good. Aw, something she would have painted herself. Yeah, totally. I could see Charlotte being a traditional painter or artist. That's fantastic. Oh no, Moon. Saying my Copic coloring skills are on point. I need practice. It also hurts. Like, gripping a pen or a marker? It's tough. Aww. Okay, moving on. This is so fun. Oh, so these are some initial Charlotte designs. Yeah, so it's kind of weird to think of alternate Charlotte and how she could have looked. But yeah, these are some design explorations that Yuki and I went through. Here at the bottom, you can see like more of like like doll looking styles, but like the dress was good. It could have worked for her, but I don't know. I wanted twin tails. I think that's a very Lolita, or not Lolita, sorry, gothic style. Can I say gothic Lolita? Is that still appropriate? Some people were saying that you can't say goth lolly anymore, but that's kind of what she is. The color palette also like just wasn't colorful enough. Crush Crush has a very like loud, bright style. Like you can see my outfit. It's all over the place. Rainbows are my thing. But yeah, here's some sketches of her poses. So many frills. Yuki, I'm so sorry. I make you draw all these frills in every outfit. And her umbrella is really cool. Her parasol. Yeah, it's bizarre thinking she could have looked like this. I mean, it would have been fine. But I just know her so well as this version instead. Yeah, she looks like a doll in all of these concepts for sure. Yay! Oh yeah, traditional Charlotte. Yeah. Cool. Sorry, brain chat. Getting distracted by holy marshmallows. Nice art, kitties. Aw, Charlotte, best girl. How do I say your name? Sake pardon? Like, excuse you, pardon? Alright. I like her lollipop too. Oh, weird, we're back to alpha. This was an old sketch. Hey, Moon? I was giving suggestion on like different... Oh, I shouldn't linger on this art. I see nipples. But I was giving suggestions on her hands and face changes, so... Moving on. But this is how it ended up looking. This is the line art. And I just yoinked it from Moon's art and put it in this coloring page. Nice little plug for Patreon there. Random idea for a girl. Maybe Imoto type girl. Like some unknown adoptive sister. I wonder. Baby Bell's like a little sister type. I know she's Bonnabelle's little sister. But that could work. Okay, someone is saying I sound like Ruby? I don't think so. What? It is weird to look at old works. Like, I'm showing some of my really old stuff too. And it's a little painful, gotta say. But Moon, no, don't feel bad. Your stuff always looks good. Like, you're always just such a good artist. I was always jealous, but look at that. It's amazing. So yeah, this is the final Cassie that we used for the Dakimakura. You can notice that there's longer art, like more on the sides, even though the pillow kind of crops it here. So I don't know, that could make a cool phone wallpaper or something. She's so pretty. Look at that rendering. Like the hair is so pretty, and the way you did the shinies on her gold accessories. She's so cute. Actually, her eyes remind me of my cats because they're always like big. Aww. I'm gonna have to go rewatch Ruby because now I'm really curious. Although I don't know, I probably sound different to myself. What I like about Moon's style is the thick eyelashes. I agree. It's a really cool style. You should go check out her Twitter. You should drop it here, Moon, so everyone can check out your art. Her personal art's really beautiful too. It's got thick eyelashes. So ooh, I shouldn't stay on this one too. I see nipples. This was an L sketch and just giving little design feedback for like shortening her dress and maybe changing her hand pose. And then she does have bracelets on her left hand, so pulling that in along with her necklace. Just little things that I gotta remember, like, hey, because someone's gonna notice, right? Players will always notice, like, her bracelet's on the wrong hand. And Fumi, just pulling in reference of how her little, like, what would you call that? It's not a vest. I don't know. It's a corset. Yeah, it's a corset. I called it vest here, though. It's not a vest. Yeah, it doesn't come that far forward on her chest. So pulling it back and then giving her like a skinnier neck. And seeing the top of her ponytail, stuff like that. Fumi has got such a beautiful ponytail. Like, mega jelly of her hair. It's so beautiful. Mio, you're a Ruby fan? Heck yeah. Or Long Island. Wait, what? Oh yeah, she's from Jersey? I kind of feel like she's from Jersey. Yeah. Elle's best girl, Sonic? You like Elle best? That's awesome. Hubba hubba. Her strange future clothing. Yeah, like with vests that just Velcro to your body. That's right, I can blame it on the future and not have to explain how it actually works. This is Iro doing a good stretch. Just making little suggestions for like her outfit and the twist in her body. I mean, it looks pretty good. I'm giving notes to push it even farther, you know? And I try to always make the pose too, so like I'll get in front of a mirror and try and do it and be like, is this pose possible? Like, does it look comfortable? So yeah, and then I've got reference. Oh, Quill's so cute. Look at that. Yeah, her skirt's really bizarre, so I had to kind of explain how it works. And then where was her hand before? Oh, I erased it and drew it out here. And got her pulling her tail, because you gotta have her tail showing. And then just to clear up her silhouette, I pulled out her hair so it was out of the way. And then I kind of moved her headband, her cat ears, and made little changes to her face. But I mean, the first sketch was really good. This was before you knew, I'm talking to Moon. This was before you knew the characters too well. And so like first sketch is really good. I love all these little wispy hair pieces that come out. That's cool. Little strands. Quill is still your favorite? I didn't know that. Well, it's because you're a cat fan. How many cats do you have, Moon? You've got to have, I'm gonna guess like 5. I'm super jealous of all the cats you have. Oh, since we're on this and we have Quill's reference art up here that I drew. Quill on her shoulder is Quill. You probably already knew that though. But yeah, it's my kitty. She's like 10, maybe turning 11 now. I've had her for a while. And she's very snuggly and sweet. And yeah, that's Quill. I know it's confusing because she's cool. Aw. Oh, Ender's leaving. Thanks for stopping by. 5 cats is chaos. Yeah, you do have 5. I knew it. Sugarcane lanterns. In my head, I always associated Fumi with Maki from Jujutsu Kaisen. Even if they're not similar, my head is just pretty glasses plus ponytail combo. Nice. I can see that. Totally. Like, it's definitely a trope. Fumi is like the ultra serious mega neko. Oh, she's not mega neko. She's mega on it. Just like badass glasses future assassin librarian. Yeah. Totally. You're making a Total Recall reference. Nice. Alright. Oh, some blush. Whew, this is good. I need a change. So, okay. You probably haven't seen these. Although maybe they're on Patreon. Yeah, I think I post these on Patreon. So these are some designs for a daki. A couple blush dakis. They're very spicy. But we won't be doing not safe for work side like the Crush ones. I think we'll just keep them spicy with like, ooh, just a little bit more skin showing. Whoa, Debbie Cat has 8 cats? That's amazing. I love cats. I want 8 cats too. Oh. Aww. I love that everyone's talking about cats now. This is the best. So yeah, on the left here was like the first sketch that one of our artists did, and then we went in, Sad Panda and I, and we cleaned up his anatomy and his face just to bring it more on model. Eli is pretty ripped. He's not such a soft boy. he probably hits the gym like 3 times a week, so yeah, looking good. And then moved up the nipple. It's so weird seeing nipples on anime men. Like, I was really divided on that one, but you know, it would look weirder without them, I think. Harder to be lewd with male bodies? I know. Autumn Clearwater, I agree. Like, the phone fling art was really challenging, because I was like, well, how do you make this spicy? Sorry, I just winked. How do you make this spicy without just showing the full Monty? Your cat's name is Rose? Aww, Sarge Marsh, that's adorable. Rose is such a good name. Evening, Parzival. I'm doing good. I was just drinking water, so men have nipples too. Thanks, Zen. I wouldn't know. Yeah, so we'll see some more Daki sketches. Okay, Anon. Oh, showing the tushy. It's pretty delicious, actually. When will release Hush Hush? Hush Hush, I mean, it's in closed beta right now. So Kickstarter backers can play it. But we're hoping we can fix up some bugs and add more polish and have it available in, like, early access for anyone to play in the next couple months here. I'll have more announcements on Twitter as I know. I just don't want to commit to, like, a specific day yet. Because then there's a lot of expectations. Rose is a good name for a cat. Oh, nice. Okay, so Anon, just fixing up like his arm muscles and the twist in his body a bit, like defining his arm and fixing his face, because the faces are probably the hardest thing to get right. But otherwise, his anatomy was really good. There is a little bit of a tangent though, so I'll zoom in on that because it looks like we missed it. So tangents are when lines kind of sync up, and you can see where my mouse cursor, it's like whoop his back and then whoop with his wristband. So if I were to get in here, I would bump that band down just so it didn't line up, because tangents are weird. You can use them effectively for like showing I guess intense parts of a design, but for something like this, it's just confusing. It's like, what? Because your eye wants to go down on that line, right? Sorry, I'm gonna have another drink of water. Probably have cat hair in my throat. You can hear me glugging. I might stream Hush Hush when it comes out. Aw, Sonic, that would be amazing. Yeah, I encourage it. I think it'd be great to see different streams of people playing Hush Hush. As long as it's safe for work. I don't want to get banned. Oh, okay. JJ is peacing out. Thanks for stopping by. I'll upload this video later in case you want to catch the rest of it. I'm happy to keep going if y'all are. But I'm not drawing. I'm taking the easy way out. Remember to hydrate. Yeah. Doing it. Water drinking ASMR? Hey, I'd be good with that, but I'd probably take lots of breaks because my bladder's tiny. That's funny. Oh, Garrett, sorry. Wow. Garrett is a very big man. I'm stunned. Look at those muscles. He's kind of got like a Ken doll thing going on here. But yeah, you can see like his face was pretty different at the start. And so the back and forth comparison is pretty noticeable. Big bold boy. Yes, I love Garrett. He's great. Such a great guy. His voice actor is amazing too. Like he nailed the voice we were looking for. So yeah, just kind of like stretching his pecs because of the way his arms are, and that also pulls up his nipples. I love talking about nipples because it's fine. It's totally fine. I'm not gonna get banned. They're men nipples. Giving him longer leggies because even though there's foreshortening, I think they would still be a little bit longer. I really like his feet though. Those look good. It is so hard to draw feet. Even though they're attached to us and like we can reference them anytime, it's still heckin' hard. Nipples. I'm gonna use that. I like nipples. No moobs on him though. He's got very hard pecs. Oh yeah, sorry. I need to set up the bots. I haven't done that yet. So if there's any questions, I'll set those up. Male presenting nipples. Nice. Hello. Hi, Connor. My voice is starting to go. Weird. Oh, Nim. Such soft boy. Yeah, so I thought it would be cute to include little plushies in all their daki. So in the other ones, they're just going to be somewhere on the bed with them. But Nim's cuddling his bunny. It's so cute. We did redraw his body quite a bit because he was just too bulky. And Nim is a soft boy, you know? He doesn't need all that bulk. And I like his little blushy. Blush, blush. Whereas over here, he's kind of like sassy. He's too sassy. You have a spam bot in chat? Do I? I don't know. I just did the default settings. Sorry, I need to learn. Oh. Like maybe there's a bot that censors words? That could be it. I think Twitch has something like that as default. I don't know. Oh, the cat is trying to break into my room. Okay, can I duck out for a sec? I gotta let the cat in. He was really hungry. BRB! Sorry. The cat is now eating. He was he was aggressively like scratching the door and really wanted to come in. That's edamame. Sorry about that. Okay, so I am back. Okay, so we were looking at Nim. But yeah, it was a little bit of a redraw, but just small tweaks. He's very Kendall here. Nothing too lewd. Love the funky accordion. Yeah, that's the little tune from Cabin Fever when you get the goofy death. Alright, Volks also looking like a Kindle. Love it. Just some tweaks. Oh, in this one, the original is on the right this time, and our tweaks are on the left. Look at how different his face is. I really like that sassy smirk. I approve. Maybe I should like move over to like cover his nipples. Yeah, so again, just like a lot of anatomy tweaks, little things, but they make all the difference. Kind of tightening up his muscles, giving more definition here, and then like changing his face so that he's looking at you a little more straight on. I love how thick his eyebrows are. She can also enable followers mode. I am sorry, I need to learn more about Twitch things. Get this bot out. Is there like an easy way I can get rid of the bot? There's bad bots. I don't see bots. I wonder if it's like filtered out for me to see. Oh, that's so cool. I'm close to 1,000 followers. What? That's amazing. Ah, pressure. But yeah, sorry, chat is talking about a bad bot. How do I get rid of the bot? I'm not sure I know how to do that right now, but I can, yeah, I don't see any bots. Are you sure it's not just on your side? Ooh. Okay, because whatever is like on the screen in the video is what I see. And so, source weed maker, it was me. What have you done? Send the bot to the shadow realm. Nice. Hey, are there any more boys to check out? No. Aw. But these are these are my scribbles. They're really, really bad, but it's important to show this kind of stuff because I mean, it's part of what went into the making of Crush Crush, and it's, you know, part of the game development cycle. You see all the rough stuff. So these were some like alternate date background ideas. So one was like a carnival. You can see Elle munching on some cotton candy, like, yeah. And then like this lovely picnic area. I ended up keeping this background and using it for Karma Sutra's intro. But there was also like an aquarium, outer space date. The aquarium is like a total cliche thing in anime, so I just thought we gotta have an aquarium date. But it was a lot of extra work. I feel like the amount of dates we have is good, but the lighting would have been really pretty. Dinner in space, exactly. You got it. It's like way to show off. I'm ready for my space date. In your chat, type /followers 5 minutes. Oh, okay. I'll try that. Thank you. Followers 5 million? 5 minute? Okay, cool. I didn't know that. Do I have to do that each time? Ooh. I gotta do some more research on this whole Twitch thing. Well, hopefully that takes care of it. Aww. Thank you, marshmallows. You're so nice to me. Yeah, I mean, these aren't off the table completely. It's just when you factor in that it's, whoa, my hair is just going through a lot right now. What's with my hair? Okay. Yeah, when you factor in that there's like 40 or 50 different characters and there's a new date, that's a lot of new art. But maybe, if there's value. I just don't know if there's really a need for more dates. Especially with the speed dating thing that Katara gets, yeah. Right. Oh, some blush blush. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm in the way. No, I'm going to be in the way. I gotta censor that. Boar boxers. The naked reference is so funny. And see, this is Dimitri from Blush Blush. Oh, sorry, the chat's kinda, it gets hidden by the artwork. My bad. There's no easy way to do that. Anyway, I'll just go through it. So here's some, like, I guess development of his sketches. So, like, the first sketch on the right, like, for his sushi date. And then what you can see on the left is, like, our cleaned up version, where we, like, brought his face more on model, gave him more, like, ooh, bedazzling eyes, and fixed up his hand anatomy. Because, yeah, the parallel with the chopsticks kind of looks, like, not as interesting. So by changing the chopsticks just ever so slightly, it's a little more visually interesting. And yeah, making the note that you don't want to show, like, every little crease and wrinkle in his hand, because that's not very anime. I drew over everything. And then this is his animal form. So for people who don't really know Blush Blush, this might look really weird. It's like, oh yeah, here he is as a boar. But on his dinner date, he kind of goes and pigs out. And so we have these two versions where he's like licking the plate. And then this was our little sketch on top to sort of make it more on model. Simplifying his teeth, because you could see he had like these little fangies. And we made his hair look nicer. and his tufts of cheeks. Fixed his snoot. Pretty much a whole redraw. It's so brutal. We just draw over everything. But you know, sometimes that's what you gotta do. And it's a lot of extra work, but at the end of the day, it keeps it all looking cohesive and it looks good. And yeah, I think it suits the style. It's on brand and it makes the whole experience look better. I love him. He's such a good pig boy. He has pig ears. Pumbaa 2.0. Yeah. Yo, fellow marshmallows, who here has Panda Pass? Aw, that's funny. Sonic's working on a Friday Night Funkin' mod of Crush Crush? Oh, that's cool. I want to see that. Yeah, Debbie Cat, this is Lotus's brother. This is for some, like, in-game lore. Yeah, so there's some similarities. They have, like, same eye color, hair color, skin color, accent. When you hear Lotus in Hush Hush, you'll see she's very similar. I love marshmallows are talking about the Panda Pass. Getting me in trouble here. Yeah, so here's another Dimitri. Wow, we're only on the D section. I didn't mean that like in a lewd way. I just mean it's alphabetical. So this is more Dimitri red lines. They're called red lines, but I should just call them critiques. I think that's more PC. So yeah, on the left was like the first sketch from our artist, and we like redrew his whole body pretty much. The face was good. It needed little tweaks, like the eyebrow goes up, and we shrunk his head down. Poor Dimitri. Just doing some voodoo over here and shrinking his head. Puffed up his chest because he's kind of like showing off. Yeah. It's cool I've seen the side by side. Wow, he is jacked. I never realized. Dimitri. Doesn't skip arm day. Friday Night Funkin' versus Alpha. That's funny. Sorry, I may have sworn. I don't know if I said Friday Night Funkin' or fucking. Comes up sometimes. People are talking about Beverly. Oh, no, Beverly's different. She was just a bear, but she wanted to be a beautiful woman. Whereas Blush Blush, they started off as boys and got cursed into becoming animals, kind of like Fruits Basket. Yeah. Lewd or non-lewd? Yeah, I know. I'm very aware of like what I can and can't say and show on Twitch, because I don't want to lose my channel. It's just brand new. More Dimitri. Wow, there's such a difference, hey? Like, look at the night and day. He's pointing at me. Let me get out of the way. Here. Yeah, so like the anatomy was okay, but his face was totally off. He kind of had like a Dracula thing going on with his face. And like we gave our artist the reference sheet too, but sometimes there's just certain angles that if you don't know the character too well, it can be hard to draw. But we redrew his head. We softened up his man bun and like made his teeth softer because he's like ready to poke somebody with those. He also had like a really short neck in this one, so I think we pulled it out a bit. But yeah, this one definitely needed a red line. You can also see his sleeve was kind of all over the place, so giving it more contours and form around his arm. Why the long face? Kirina! Pinky Fox is here. Hi! Hi! I was gonna do an art drawing stream, but it ended up being like an art review stream. I didn't know you were here. Dracula, so wrong for Dimitri. Yeah, if this was Sterling, it'd be fine. It's just so funny, like, going back and forth between these two looks hilarious. Alrighty. Oh, yeah, sorry, slip into Cube there. Alrighty then. Next one. Oh, nice. Oh, Annan's voice actor is here. I can never say the screen name though. It's like, what the new? think... Oh, I'm in the way. I gotta move. Hold up. I gotta dance all over the screen. For Beverly gender bends. Ooh. Well, we definitely need a boy bear. Like, that would be really cool. I want like a big old grizzly bear man. Blush really needs one of those. And a koala bear. I think that would be so cute. You've got my username. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just, there's so many T's and U's. It's one U. Thank you for coming to my stream. I appreciate your help. You were giving me tips on Twitter, and I'm such a baby with all this. I need all the help I can get. Yeah, he get bear hugs. I love it. See, it writes itself. Gotta have a bear boy. A bara bear boy. Okay, so this is Eli, and this is, we were, drawing over the whole thing, pretty much, for his little transformation animation. If you remember from the trailer, I can't easily pull it up, but he does this whole, like, Sailor Moon sequence, magical boy, and turns into Pegasus. And so you can see the light pink lines, or what was there originally, and we just drew over with the purpley red lines. So we redrew the whole thing. And this takes a while, because it's an animation, right? So we went through, like, frame by frame, redrawing them. But it had to be done, just to bring him more on model. And I think it does. It looks more like Eli with hooves. He's got hoof hands! It's because he's mid-transformation. Just noticed that. Yeah, and here's some more of, like, when he's in his Pegasus form. So you can see, I'll scooch over here for now. Like on the left, it was like the animator's first guess. And there were some things that could have been fixed up. Like, I don't know if horse legs really look like that. So we were tweaking them to make them look more on model and anatomically correct. And like showing a line of where his tail could be. Made his head bigger and like, yeah, more square snoot. What else? We floofed up his majestic hair. And included some references over here. Sorry, my voice is cracking. Going through puberty. So we've got like the reference art over here on the right to show some other examples of like, here's how he looked and how we fixed him. And showing kind of the construction lines. You know, draw a circle, draw another circle, then draw the rest of the Pegasus. And yeah, the side by side is really cool because you can just see like how much he improved. This is like a sock puppet. Sorry. That's what it looks like to me. And then suddenly he looks like a beautiful Pegasus. So whenever we do critiques like this, it's very time consuming, but it's got to be done because we want to make sure the quality is good. Like if this had gone through, I don't know if anyone would download this game. There's a certain quality bar and it's pretty high. I'm a little bit of a art Nazi, but I just want to make sure it all looks good. Eero's brother, yeah. Eli is Eero's brother. There's a lot of that, like little Easter egg of sibling relationships and stuff. Music. Rehydrating. Marshmeo, nice. Loctera X, that's funny. He kind of looks like Happy from Happy. What? Is that a show? I don't know it. That's cute. I know Happy from oh man, I'm blanking on the anime. Oh man, I'm so bad. Haven't had enough coffee. Oh, look at this. Okay, another good side by side. We're on the E section, everyone. Because Eli starts with E. So yeah, the first sketch is good. It got the point across, but like things like his neck were too big and his face was kind of like, it was too much. There was room to be improved. And like the way his arms are like on the railing, it's just not clear because the roller coaster sort of covers it. So pulling out his arms, that would read a lot better. Yeah, and then we kept the rainbow thing. I think that's really cool. And then just sort of fixed up his face. He's got big nostrils. But this one, he looks like he's having a good time. Whereas this one is like, he's kind of grimacing. So yeah, that's some Eli critiques. Oh, Happy from Fairy Tale. Thank you. I couldn't remember the name. I'm so dumb. My brain doesn't kick in until like the afternoon. And it's only 10:30 here in BC. Not having played Blush Blush, is the marshmallow in BB canonically the same as the marshmallow in Crush Crush? Sample, that's a good question. We kind of left it open, never really defined that. Like, I can definitely see the universes crossing over in Hush Hush because we have both Blush Blush boys and Crush Crush girls showing up. I would say you're a different marshmallow in Blush Blush. I mean, but, you know, you could be. I don't know. It's kind of, it's open. It's left open. We never really put that in as canon if it's like the same timeline. It still throws me that Anon ended up being related to Nina. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Nina is pretty awesome. Glitch in the Matrix. Yeah, there's a couple, like, connections, like Anon's voice actor is mentioning. So Anon's related to Nina, Bonnabelle and Babybel, of course, but they're in the same Crush Crush universe. Eero and Eli. There's a couple others, but they're sort of like Easter eggs. Like, who's related to Honey? Oh, you love the lore? Thank you. Yeah, it's really cool. Oh yeah, Dimitri and Lotus. So there's a bunch. And like Mio and Quill, they have some sort of relationship link too. Yeah, lore is cool. I agree. But Ronan is right. Like, leaving things open to the player is nice. Because you don't want to, like, spell out everything. You want to leave it up for interpretation. I like game theories. Okay, oh, this one, I think we ended up going and fixing more of his face later, but you can just see, like, little tweaks to his chest, because he had, like, a big puffy chest. He kind of looks like a child in the left foot. This is still Eli. Yeah, I love this one. This is, like, his spooky carnival date. And, like, the original sketch is good. There's just lots of ways to improve it, right? Like, you can see we kind of pulled his shirt so there's more creases and, like, more action lines. His face is really cute, but kind of just giving more structure to, like, how his eyes fit in his face, and smoothed out his jaw. Gave him a thinner neck because it was pretty chonky over here. And showing the structure of how the arm fits. His sleeve wouldn't go this high, so we pulled it back. Just little things like that. And it, yeah, ends up making him look more like Eli. Oh, I remember when I first got into Blush Blush, I thought Mio and Nim were related. Bloomy Ghost, that's a good observation. I could see, like, the hair color and all that. But I think they're very different characters. They might be friends, but I don't think they'd be related. If anything, I think maybe Logan is related to Nim. He's like our firefighter phone fling. Eli! This was his swan boat date. And I love that he's got his little, like, unicorn drink from Starbucks. We removed the scarf. It was too much, you know, with the drink there as well. We changed, like, the direction of his head, and kind of his arm, pulling the fan out. Just give him more, like, horse anatomy. It's hard, but, like, the way his knee was originally looked too human. It's kind of weird. What else? Yeah, wow, this was like a full redraw, except for his wings, basically, and the tail. That's a lot. That's a lot of work. But, yeah, I think the final product looks really good. It's an improvement for sure. Ah, Sonic says, I actually started playing Blush Blush on mobile. Yeah, we recently came out on Android. Thank you. I really like playing it on mobile, too. Rip horse boobs. Yeah, you're right. We chopped those off. Ugh. That is also what was making him look too human. It's like, what is this? What is that? Horses are the most difficult to draw and animate? Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd rather not draw horses, but we put one in our game. Challenge accepted. Yeah, they are very difficult. They're just so muscly. Eli is my favorite name. Yay! Yeah, it's a good one. Eli, oh. Oh, so now I guess we're back to Crash Crash. Because it's alphabetical order. Can't wait for more things to be added to the store. Thank you. Today is a holiday, but then tomorrow we're going to be doing an update to Blush Blush Mobile. Oh, it's so awesome you're playing it. Yeah. I wonder if people prefer the mobile version of Crush Crush and Blush Blush to the Steam one. I mean, you can't have not safe for work stuff on it because the platform just doesn't allow it. But it's fun. I like tapping on the phone. Tapping is way more, it's better than clicking. Aw, yeah, so this is just a little sketch. It's really rough, but it was like one of those unused designs that I did for more outfits for the Crush Crush girls. Like a little night on the town kind of outfit. Take her out to dinner. And then these, I don't know why she looks so mad. These are like her yukata designs. I only drew one sock because I got lazy, gave up. I like the colors though. Elle looks good with greens. Greens and pinks. They're so pretty. Oh, this is funny and totally random, but because we're in the E section. So if you don't know, we did a little cross collaboration with Yandere Simulator. That like stabby waifu game. And we made all the models for our characters and gave them to Alex to put in. And initially I had a friend make the 3D, and that's what you're seeing on top. Whew, love my friend, but they were not super great. And so I went to Jewel Bozo, who was one of the initial Yandere Simulator modelers, and I paid him to make them look good. Yeah, Elle is so pretty, even in 3D. But this is like the Yandere Simulator style. So, you know, it's not like VTuber ready, and I don't think it would be high enough quality for VTubing. But it is cool because, I mean, we have these 3D models now. And they're in the Yandere Simulator. They're kind of a cool little Easter egg. You can play, I think, the first 8 Crush Crush girls. Yeah. So I'm in there, and Quill's there, and Elle. I think you can even be Fumi. Yeah. I'd love to see either young or older Honey. You can. Oh, you mean as a full girl? Yeah, well, you'll have to vote for her in the next Phone Fling. Phone Fling vote. Yeah, so this is cool because it just shows like a different side of the art critiques that I do, and 3D is one of them too. Oh, new follower, Jigsaw. Hello, thank you. Where am I at? I don't even know how to see how many followers I have total. I must be getting close to 1,000. God, that's so crazy. Dimensions. I like it. It's a good name. So this is another one of my chibis. Yes, I want Nova to be a full girl too. I really do. I'm hoping we can wrap up Lake's art soon, and then we can do another Phone Fling vote, because I feel like Nova has a good chance. And her voice actress, Caitlin Barr, is amazing. I love working with her. So that would be really cool. Alright, so this is my chibi process for Elle. You can see the sketch is really rough. It's just tiny little shoes. Look at her little itty bitty feet. But big bulbous, even as a chibi. So I did the line art in Adobe Illustrator, and then it's a vector program. And then I took it into Animate, which is like Flash, and I colored it there. And yeah, added the highlights. Her eyes have like a little bit of a pink color instead of being pure white. I don't know if that's because she's always sleepy. She's not a stoner, but I just thought the slight pink color would work. Bloodshot. Boba in chibi. You're right. Kinena. Aww. I'm reading. Aww. Someone who comes with even more cute red pandas. Elle is adorable. Will all the phone fling girls make it into the game as full dates? Eventually I would love to have all the girls become full characters. I mean, there's a lot of work involved with making them full characters, like the art, voice acting, the writing, and then implementing of programming. So it's not like we can just do them all, even though I want to. That's why we try to let you guys pick the priority. You marshmallows decide, like, who's gonna be the next full girl when we do our next phone fling vote. I mean, Lake just won, so that would be cool. Are there any stoners in Crush Crush? There might be. Oh, this is a random animation thing. Sorry. I just thought it'd be cool to show one of the programs I work in. So this is TV Paint. It's like a French program. I don't know. So there's some weirdness going on. Might not have the best English. But this is showing how one of the frames in like that animation I did for the Hush Hush trailer, I go in and I have to like color each piece, and there's so many frames, and it's so tedious and it takes forever, but the final product ended up looking pretty good. But I don't think I'd use TV Paint again. It's tough. It's like, look at it. Look at all these frames. But yeah, this is kind of another part of what goes into making the art and the animation of Crush Crush. Although this is for Hush Hush, so. And this was me giving kind of critiques to the animator who did the initial pencil test. So just like drawing over her face, making her hair simpler, and like she has like a shorter haircut. So yeah. It's very cute though. I love this pose. Kind of pushing up a bulba. Oh, now we're into Ava. Random. Okay. Yeah, I think I shared this recently in the Discord, but Ava, she went through some different changes. I was experimenting, like, does she have, a short bowl haircut or like an eye patch, and like just kind of went all over the place. And at the time, I had a Razer laptop, and I really liked the color scheme of like the black and the green, and so that's why she wound up with this one. But yeah, I would do these initial concepts, share them with, well, it was just OG Panda and Programmer Panda at the time, and they all gave the thumbs up, like, yeah, we like this one. So that's how Ava became Ava. And her plug suit. I like it. Looking at these now, it's kind of weird, like, ugh, those hairstyles. What was I thinking? The blue does look nice. But I feel like her color palette was too close to Alpha, and she was released similar time, so yeah, Ava Razor Mouse plus Ava Kelly. Basically, that was my thought process for her design. Gold Games got it figured out. Autumn Clearwater. I normally use Photoshop and just make the frames. Yeah, there's lots of good animation software. Photoshop is a good one. Oh, there's some free ones. Toon Boom. There's a bunch. There's too many now. I'm learning Spine, because that takes like a 2D static image and makes it look pretty and animated. So Spine is good, and it's cheaper than like live 2D. Oh, is Lilium mentioned in the game at all? Yeah, it's a good name. OG Panda named her that, and I was like, no, Ava. It was like shorter and easier to say. I don't think we say it anywhere in game. So yeah, now you know her real name. Lilium. Oh, these are some roughs. Oh, I'm showing my old roughs. But it's important. It's an important part of the process. So this was like for Fumi's final CG. And I was just doing different like camera angles. And these are so rough. And like I said, I drew them in Flash. So that's why the lines are really bumpy and rough. But I like the bottom one, so I went with something close to that. Moving on, quick! Oh no, it's more of my art. Ugh. Are you asking me who my favorite Crush Crush girl is? I can't pick. Oh, my babies. I don't know. I'll just say Beverly as a default, but I love them all. I love them all in different ways. Notice me, senpai. Hello, Will Moth. Aw. Hi, Sonic is asking, how am I? I'm good. I'm just losing my voice a little bit. So this was some really early initial designs I did for Cupidity. Copernicus, I should say, because she, you know, if you've gotten far enough in the game, spoiler alert, Cupidity, our cute little love fairy, turns into like a full beautiful goddess that you can date. And so we went with more like this Princess Serenity style. But I was exploring more like chibi, you know, miniature styles? Yeah. Super deformed, that's the word. But I also thought that would be a little weird, especially with the like not safe for work mode. So this was like round 2 of me figuring it out. She's got her like bow and arrow. She's shooting you. She's mad. And then she's like flossing her butt with her bow and arrow. Her quiver? No. What is it called? Yeah. Bow. Her bow. I think I like ended up simplifying this design too, because I had like chains connecting her and like a crown thing. It was just too much. I was trying to give her like a goddess vibe, like Greek goddess. They're so rough. Oh, it's really hard to look at these. Oh, we're back to cabin fever. I love how we're just jumping all over the place. Let me just read chat really quick. How you come up with Cupidity name? Oh, that's a great question, Kirina. Picky Fox. Well, it's kind of funny, but so the name Cupid, you know, is like the harbinger of love, the little iconic, angel of love, I guess, Cupid. And so we were trying to think of like a play on that word, and I think it was Sad Panda who's like, oh, it's like P Diddy, you know, the rapper. It's like, okay, Cupidity. And then that way, it's still Cupid in her name, right? Like Cupid E. And I think it stuck. It was a really weird process coming up with her name, but we didn't want to do what Honey Pop did because they had the same kind of idea. Ryan was like, oh, Cupid, so we'll name her Q, which is brilliant. But ours is a little bit different, like Cupid E. Oh, thank you. Cute big titty. Yeah, that could also work. You're funny. Yeah, Cupidity is just so funny. Like, she's a little gangster love fairy. Okay, so I hope this isn't a big spoiler, but this is Mallory in Cabin Fever, and she fell down. She's sick. She has a fever. I just spoiled it. But this is my red lines, my critiques, for Yuki, showing like her arm, making it smaller, fixing up her face, and like simplifying her hair because she's on the ground, right? So like hair will behave differently when it's laying there. Oh man, sorry, spoiler. And like remember to include her bandage. Thrush, a game where Cassie battles various birds. Noted. She needs some milk? What? Oh, I think my tummy just gurgled. That's funny. Here's some more dress concepts, like scrapped dress concepts. Didn't use this for anything. It's... I don't even know what's going on. She's like a mummy dress. And then her yukata. I like the colors. They look nice on Bon, but didn't end up using that for anything. Oh, actually, no, that's not true. Because I collaborated with Moon on like a lovely pinup. And so we had them in their kimonos there. Yeah. There you got this. Some more chibi. Yeah. So here's another like sketch to ink to flat process kind of picture. Chibis are so fun. I tried to keep her hair clear of her legs so that it had a nice silhouette, but now that I look at it, it's just like S. Too bad we didn't name her like Shumi. That's funny. I love chibis. They're so fun. Because you just get to think about the character differently, of like what little design bits would work and translate in small form. Because you don't want to keep all the details. But yeah, like I kept her little jewel in her necktie. But it works. You can tell it's Fumi, even though she's a super deformed cutie. Ah, you have new keychains? Send me. I would love that. I have to post a picture. I have one of your shirts, Kirei-na, with Pinky Fox on it. So I should take a picture and post that. It's really, really cute. You have the best merch. Let's see. Fumi could use her ponytail as a whip. It's true. I'll whip my hair back and forth. Oh, we're back to Blush Blush. But this is cool. I love showing you guys the all the differences of like what went into the making of Blush Blush. This one, I don't know why he's in a blanket. He kind of looks like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. That's funny. But he's scared because there's this little like animatronic going bleh. And it looks like the hooves are just kind of melding. I don't know, the pose wasn't the greatest. So you can see here on the right, we like tried to make it more bull-like. Fix his anatomy, and like his ears were a little whack. What else did we do? Yeah, we removed that like blanket thing and changed some of his proportions. Cause yeah, like the way his knee was, it's like lumpy, kind of human. And then over here we just like added more definition, some animal parts. And it's funny because the cart crops off his legs. You're never gonna see that. But it's important because you want to draw the whole body to understand where everything sits. Like, is he sitting in the cart? Because what if the cart only went to here? Then his legs would be like broken. Like this spooky ghost hanging out. It's like, huh. Yeah, so that's Garrett in his bull form. Aw, this is his roller coaster. It's so funny. Like, look at his expression. He's just like, oh no, that isn't supposed to happen. Cause yeah, the seatbelt broke. This is like my nightmare. I don't like roller coasters. I'll go on them, but I always overthink it. Like, this is gonna happen to me. I'm gonna be the one that falls off today. So yeah, you can see the difference of like, we fixed up his little leggy and we just redrew his whole head because he had like a major hunchback going on. It was super unfortunate. And moved his ear because it was kind of like interceding with his face. So we pulled it down here, gave him like a funnier mouth expression, more like uh-oh, instead of he's like happy, confused. I don't know. And his horns kind of made them shorter and follow this line that I'm doing with my cursor. So yeah, looking back at the belt, it just like sells the joke better. I'm reading. What about Generica? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I do have some Generica stuff in this folder. The comments are really funny. The more I get it. Yeah, so this is mostly just changing up his face. And you can just see, like, looking back and forth. He's got a wide mouth and, like, that sweet butt chin. More definition in his jaw. And then we, like, made his horns smaller. We moved out his arm because having both hands here like this is just a little too crowded. And so pulling out his arm, you clear out the silhouette. Also pulled in his tail because he's so cute. He's a scared boy. Even though he's like the biggest, beefiest boy. Hey, I made a cow joke. He's just such a big wimp. I love it. Oh, who was asking about Generica? Because here she is. Here's some really rough initial designs of like her poses and what they could look like. Ghost form and human form. Sorry, spoilers. Blink, blink. I'm blinking like Blinky the fish here. Blink, blink. So yeah, she's got her ghost poses, and then it's the same pose, just with legs. That is lots of change with just a little change. Yeah, I know, right? It's a lot. Okay, some concepts for her outfits. Ooh la la! Go, go, ghost girl, Ronan. Funny. Yeah, so these are some bathing suit designs done by Yuki. She's really great. She always gives a bajillion options. Yeah, I should get out of the way because these are so great. You guys see all the shoes. Love those shoes. And so she'll give a bajillion options, and then we'll chat about them and see like what would kind of work for Generica. You know, her theming is like spooky ghosts and ghosts and like occult. So kind of picking things that could work. She does have a lot of darks already in her outfit, so I thought it'd be kind of nice to pull in some purple. So it's, of course, the chat is hiding it, but it's this far right one. That's the one we went with, because I like that see-through shirt. It kind of reminded me of like spooky see-through ghosts, right? So it's a subtle thing. Oh, lingerie. So yeah, this is a Panda Pass only outfit, but I figure I could show it because this is an art stream. Come on, you can show some nudity in art, right? Please don't get me banned. So this is like, oh, so many, 12 options of lingerie. I'm covering the one that has a little too much showing. But yeah, little lovely negligees, different colors. I like the garters. Those are really pretty. And yeah, Yuki she goes up overboard with like all the different options. I love it. I really appreciate it. But sometimes it makes my job hard because I can't pick just one. I really like the red one, actually. Having second thoughts on the one I went with. I think I went with number 5. Yeah. That looks right to me. But there's so many cool options, and I mean, whatever we don't use, we can try using for a different character later. So we've got thousands and thousands of outfits and designs. Artistic nudity is okay on Twitch as long as it doesn't get overtly sexual. Oh, thank you, Astro Steve. That makes me feel better. I'm like, I'm really nervous about any little nip slips, right? Unless it's a blush nipple. Okay, cool. I'll still try to be careful. Like, I don't know the Twitch rules yet. Ghosty girl lingerie. Oh, Sonic is gonna go work on art. Thank you for watching. I hope I inspired you with all this art. 8 looks lovely. Yeah, it's interesting. I post these to Patreon sometimes, and everyone has a different favorite. So it's really tough. There's never like a clear winner. And so I always end up being the one who picks it. And my bias is like, ooh, this would look visually interesting compared to this outfit. You know, trying to give a good variety. So I hope people like the ones that I pick. Most of the time, Yuki and I align on which ones we think are the best. And this is what her final human form looks like. With legs. Not ghost strands. Or what do you call ghost tail? Yeah. But these are her legs. They are great. I like her long sleeves. It's a very ghost-like pose. She reminds you of Kokona Haruka. Yeah. Kokona. Yeah. The hair, for sure, hair drills. But we tried to make her like our own original design. Here's the ghost tail. That was what I was talking about. The wisps. The wispies. I'm sure there's a name for it. Yeah, and her nice pale complexion. I really like that. Because, I mean, we're not going to have too many white-skinned girls. So Ghost can push that. It's awesome. So we have the full gamut. Like, we try to show different ethnicities and skin colors. And Generica is the whitest bitch. Here's how her final bathing suit outfit looked. Hey, see, we did go with, like, the clear see-through shirt. Because it's spooky. Like a ghost. Sonic is taking off. Bye, Sonic. Thank you so much for watching. There are 144 people watching? Wow. That's really cool. Oh, this is her lingerie. Oh, it's so pretty and frilly. A little bit sheer. But it's artistically sheer. It's not meant to be sexual. Come on. Don't get me in trouble. And here's her seifuku. Her school uniform. I really like this one. Because you know how I was talking about how we collaborate trying to pull in the right theming and like design choices. Yeah, I love her nail polish too. Who said that? I just saw it appear and now I can't see the name. But yeah, her nail polish is really cool. Try to have some girls with different colored nails. Like Iro has all the rainbow nails. But yeah, with this school design, it's got the little, what do you call them? Those charms where you like ward off evil or ghosts and bad spirits. So it felt very perfect for her. It's such a fun design. She's got a little wispy cloud, hair clip, and on her little ribbon there. Yeah, so just cool. Like she's still kind of into the occult and likes her dark uniform, but it's got some little ghost motifs too. And the shoes. I forgot. You don't even get to see the shoes. I'm so sorry. Crush Crush crops them. And I do export them like full body for mobile, but still crops them. This dress doesn't remind me of pain and death. Yeah. Remember the time I was a ghost? Oh, I want to dress like a ghost. That's a good point. Yeah, but I'm sorry. I know you can't see the full body. Maybe one day I can do like an art book. I think that'd be cool. Release a little art book on Steam, and then you can see like the high res art and full body, and yeah, that'd be cool. I'm glad people like generic Omamori charms. Yeah, I guess. I don't remember the name. I'm really bad with this. I just remember in Sailor Moon, Ray would always do the like chanting and throw her papers. That's what those are. Oh, and then her wedding dress. So it's funny. It's kind of like Corpse Bride, but looking at it with the purple, it totally feels like a jellyfish design. Ultraviolet, thank you for the follow. But yeah, it's really cool. Like, I love this skirt. It's funny she would want like a trashed dress. It's all ripped up. But you know, that's her thing. And I love that her hair is up in this one. Like, we had to draw new hair for this. That's just going to the next level. I love it. But the colors look really good on her. And there's so many frills. Oh, Yuki, always with the frills. I go insane drawing frills, so props to her. Yeah, it's very Corpse Bride. Grape jelly. You're right. The far right pose is really cute. I know, she's so happy. That's when you poke her and she gets tickled. Ghosty jellyfish. Have you ever considered making a visual novel of Honey's adventures? Oh, well, okay. So Honey, we love all of our phone fling characters. They're all great. I think in the future it'd be fun to do some kind of visual novel, like probably the same length as Cabin Fever, and just do it about the phone fling girls. Cause like they're all so unique and they have really strong personalities and great designs by Moon. It would be fun to do something like that. It's just right now, there's only so much free time. But sometime in the future, I think that would be really cool. Once Hush Hush is out of the way and, you know, more updates to Crush Crush and stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay, can anyone recognize what this outfit's inspired by? Bone Daddy, the skeleton. Yeah, Jack Skellington. I really love this. It was Yuki's idea, and I just thought, yeah, that's perfect. Absolutely. It's a Halloween outfit, but it's also a holiday, like Christmas outfit. So of course you gotta go. You gotta do this. Nightmare Before Christmas. It's perfect. And she looks great, by the way. Like, Generica, look at that shirt. Like, you rock that, what is it? Penguin tuxedo shirt. It looks awesome. Oh yeah, Beetlejuice is also a good guess. Yeah, Redhead Royal says Beetlejuice. That's also very like similar. It's also Tim Burton. So yeah, he likes his black and white pinstripes. I am impressed by how quickly you produce all this art. Well, I mean, it's been 6 years, so I don't know how quick that is. But for the first couple years, it was just me. I was the only artist. And OG Panda was the only writer. And Programmer Panda, sorry, was our only programmer. And, you know, we made that work for a couple years, but we wanted to do more and add more characters. So I had to get more artists helping and writers. And it's just, yeah, it's great to see our team has grown. So we've got Moon, Yuki, Nachos. There's so many artists helping now. They all do such a great job. OG Panda's here! When did you get here? I totally missed that. Hi! Gender bent Gomez. What? Not taking suggestions. Same love for honey. Yeah, there's a lot of love for honey in the comments. I like all of our girls equally. So you're giving me like conflicting feelings about who I should prioritize. But I really like Honey's arc. This is gonna be a spoiler. But when you talk to her, like she's kind of a time traveler, but then she turns into a MILF later, and it's very sweet. And she technically has had like the longest romance with you because she's loved you ever since the 90s, I guess? Because she's a time traveler. And Suzu, Sawyer, Wendy. Aww. Everyone's saying hi, OG Panda. Hearts, hearts. I'm just showing art. I was gonna draw, but I can't find my pen. Super embarrassing. So I'm just showing art. Saving my wrist. Okay, more Generica. Oh, you already saw which school dress we went with, but these were like some early explorations. I thought it was cool to have it kind of like Kokona, but ultimately this one just really spoke to me because it's very like occult and Japanese, you know. I love it. But there's some super cute options too, like move out of the way. Look at those shoes! Little doll shoes! Ultimately though, like if the theming is strong, I'm gonna go with that one. So yeah, one of these. But yeah, it's cool. You can kind of see her. That outfit looks familiar. From Yandere Simulator. Oh, and some wedding designs. I'm in the way. I'll go over here. I'll sit right here. So yeah, these are some wedding design dresses. Wedding dress designs, I should say. Oh, that's a mouthful. Yuki and I collaborated on. I like the pink. It's nice, but purple just suits her better. This one was way too many frills and like poofy sleeves. I don't know if I'm a fan. It just didn't feel very Generica. It is a very lovely dress though. This one kind of made her hips look too big. Not very flattering. So went with this like poofy skirt instead. You like this one? See, this is tough because everyone always likes one of the other designs. But I gotta pick the one that I think most people will like in the end. I hope I'm right. I hope my instincts are good. Boosette. You mean Bowset? Oh, Boosette, right? Because she's the ghosty. Yeah. Definitely Boosette. Yuki is very good with outfits. She should be a fashion designer because I always go to her to help with outfit designs. I mean, I enjoy it. I think I'm okay at it, but she's definitely way better. Together though, like our forces combined, we make the best outfits. Because I think I can contribute to things that she's not so good at. And so together we make a good team. So that's Generica. Oh yeah, these were her holiday outfits. They're ridiculous. Like, look at this stupid hat. What's going on with that hat? It's like eating her head. Oh my gosh. That's something. So I like the color scheme. Like the gray one is really fun. And I should move. I'll just hide chat for a sec so you can see the like Snow Queen negligee thing is pretty. It's pretty sweet. But again, went with the Jack Skellington because I had to. It's just so funny to see, and it's so weird to think of like what could have been her other outfits. Like a baby. Maybe you could have gone with the giant red hat. That would have been so funny. Aww. Give me the Santa hat. Yeah. It's a mimic. Yes. Oh, okay. Back to my ugly designs and stuff. Oh wow. OG Panda, you'll recognize some of this. These were like early day concepts for some Crush Crush girls that I wanted to do. I'll move chat for a sec here. So yeah, I knew early on I wanted like the maid character, but this Nina. Can you believe that? That's Nina. It looks nothing like her. Her color scheme is all wacky. And luckily, OG Panda convinced me to change it up. And so we ended up with, you know, her red hair, her iconic orange hair, and similar outfit things. But yeah, it was a mess. I don't know what was up with me that day. We have some concepts for like Tenshi and Akuba and like, this reminds me of like a bubblegum crisis girl. And then just normal kind of schoolgirl, but this ended up being more like Luna, and you know I wanted to do like a some sort of Warcraft character, but this just ended up being Luna. I was looking at like some Amazon cool character girlies. I don't know what you call that design, but it was kind of just based off this other design I did for a game pitch OG Panda had. And then I like this pink hat. That's funny. More like robot cyborg kind of girls. None of these got used. Like, yes, Luna did without the hood. But yeah, a lot of these at the end just what was I thinking? And these are more. I'll just move the chat over again. Ha! Yeah, these were just more explorations. I was really into that like green hair Nina idea. This just looks like straight up Miku. What was I thinking? I think this was like a little Onye-chan type. When I sketch, it's really sketchy. So that's what this is. Just blotches of color. So I actually really like my ninja concept here that I did. But we ended up doing Shibuki, so I didn't need another ninja. Unless we did some kind of like ninja pack in the future. I don't know. But yeah, these are weird, hey? This is kind of like Renee, but with blue hair. These were made a long time ago. And this could have been like a Juliet. It's kind of a princess. So it is interesting how there's certain elements that kind of made it through. Megumi? Oh gosh, yeah, look at these awful, more sketchiness. And then working on Alpha, adding CDs everywhere. Didn't do the Tenshi and Akuma. Oh yeah, these are like some really early Shibuki. I took that pink ninja design and just changed up the colors. Aww. Give me all the ninjas, says Autumn Clearwater. Yeah. I mean, ninjas are cool. This was some really early Karma kind of designs. I just blotched down the colors, and referencing is good. It's got those images from, you know, Google image search. I don't know, just trying out different body types and roughing out hair designs and stuff. Here's the monster girls that never got used, but I got pretty far with them. I don't know why I stopped. I lost motivation, I guess, or got too busy. But yeah, Myro, do you like that? It's like Spyro. That was my great epiphany. Myro. So yeah, unused dragon girl, kind of like Bowset. I think I came up with this around the same time as Bowset. Yeah, like a nightingale. That's Nina as like a bird chick. Yeah. Oh, Malarty's taken off. Thanks for watching, Malarty. Yeah, Nightingale. It's Nightingale. And then Pamulzabub. That does not work. I don't know what I was thinking. And then Cassie. What was I gonna do with Cassie? I was just gonna make her like a mummy. And we've got voice recordings for it too. I don't know. I kind of slowed down with the monster girl art. I guess because a lot of it was just recolors. And I always prefer just making brand new girls from scratch. Oh, OG Panda sighs heavily. Starry eyes of hope. One day we'll go back to this. Halloween 2022. I mean, maybe. Nothing is impossible. And this is like a height chart I did when we only had this many girls. So in case you were ever wondering, like, here, I'll go down here. In case you were wondering, like, how big Beverly is, and some of the other characters, a lot of them are around the same height, but Pamu's pretty short. Of course, Cupidity is the shortest. But this helps because whenever I have characters in the same scene or like animations and stuff, it's just nice to have height charts like that. There, I can stand up. Yeah, Beverly is a unit. Oh, this is random, but it was like a hobby that never got used. Kind of mentoring. I don't know why we didn't use it. Maybe we just were happy with the amount we had. Wow, like wow. Oh, we're back to Blush Blush. It's because we're on the eyes now, and this is Ichiban. He got tiny feet. So yeah, on the left, drawn by Carmen. Her initial sketch on the roller coaster date, and he's licking his paw. Don't know if that reads. Kind of looks like he's like eating a leaf. That's pretty weird. So we changed it up to make him like actually eating something. Like he's just having a good time, having a sparkly donut. Oh, grooming. I think that's what she was going for. Yeah, like cats groom. So. But eating a donut's funnier. So we pretty much redrew it just because there were so many little anatomy things. And yeah, like the tail, you know, like just adding more visual interest. And like I said, we draw the whole body, even though the coaster's gonna cut it off here. And yeah, it's just little tweaks to the face, big tweaks to the body. But the initial idea is the same. But yeah, Ichiban, look at that. Look at the difference. Wow. This was drawn a while ago, hey? It's Ichiban. Aww. Nothing is impossible. I like that meme. Okay, more Ichiban. This is his masquerade date, and I don't think we changed too much with his body. We just sort of fixed up his mask. Because it wasn't reading, and with his eyes closed, it was kind of a closed expression. Oh, I'm getting a Discord message for a Digi-Dragon raid. No, can't play Pogo right now. Sorry. I really want shiny Digi. And the whiskers were too much. So simplifying his mask and having his eyes open so that he's engaging with the viewer. Will you engage with me? He says. Yeah. But otherwise, the anatomy's good and his outfit's sweet. Not bad. Oh, Gold Game's taking off. Bye, Gold Game. Thank you for watching. Everyone's arguing about Ichiban. I'm not gonna get into that. Push out that sassy jaw. Yeah, so this one was good, and like the body and the tail were fine. It was just making his mouth, his expression a little bit bigger and showing off them chompers. He's got really nice teeth. And then yeah, pushing out like his eyebrows. If you go look up A and B, you can kind of see just little tweaks here and there. His nose, giving it more definition, but otherwise it's a good sketch. Yeah. This was his spooky date. He's got the crowbar just for self-defense. I love it. Fluffed up his tail to make it look a little more scared, like you know how in the Ghibli movies they get the like kind of hair. So trying to do that. And then his expression. So changed his eye line to be looking at like the crowbar, like, oh, there could be something right behind me. And changed his head shape. I like the ears down. That's very cute. And the hands are good. Like the hands are perfect. They're pushed out away from his body. It's a nice silhouette. Oh, bye. More people are taking off. No worries. I really appreciate you watching. This is super cool. 136 people are watching. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Marshmallows. Hope you come back later. Who's asking? Wait, does the spooky date have an HP bar? No, we thought about that. We ended up ditching it. But yeah, like pulling in some more gamey things because that's sort of his thing. So it was just in the initial sketch, and then we ended up ditching it. I think the art was made for it, and we just were like, you know. It's nicer to just have the character in the scene and not add like weird UI and stuff. I like his big mouth. That's great. Oh, and now we're on to Explora. Yeah, I guess because it's filed under IE. So yeah, these are her bikini concepts. Yuki and I, we went a little more in depth with Explora because we wanted to do a good job and make Mary happy because it was like a cameo character that belongs to Merryweather. And so we put a lot more effort into it. Yeah, Explorer! That's so funny. Aww. Sorry, catching up on comments. Yeah, so tons of different bathing suit options. None of these really got used. I ended up adding feedback of like, let's throw some loading bar graphics and, you know, make it more internet-y. But it's still really cool to see the initial ideas. They're really pretty colors and they all look really good on her. I like the heart cut out in her shirt. And then this is like a date sketch that I drew over showing like, maybe she could be using the search finder magnifying glass. So sketchy, but this is how it starts. It starts really sketchy and then gets colored and looks way prettier. So this is like her friendship CG. We actually ended up doing 2 different arm poses because on PC it gets cropped here, of course, so her arm goes down. And then on mobile, it's up. But yeah, the straight up Windows XP background is so perfect. I really like that. There were so many fun Easter eggs and fun things we did with her design and her art. Yay! Do. Yeah, and this is her intro. So Yuki had like a marshmallow Ruri in there, and I was just kind of thinking, no, that doesn't fit. And these guys. So trying to explain that there's, whenever we do like characters in the audience, they're always just blob marshmallows. So that was my reference here. It's an anime thing. It's just kind of stuck. But all these red lines are me just saying like, please make the skirt less flowy and show like the graphic on the paper and like chill out her hair. It's going crazy. This is another part of the intro pointing out like, oh, I think you can make her arm shorter, and giving some reference art is always good. So like, please make the background kind of like this instead of showing tables. I fixed up her face. I redrew Marshmallow. Very hard. So much detail. Wow. And then she did this initial sketch and I gave this little thumbnail of like, no, make her like face more emoji. I mean, it's a good sketch, but I just wanted to push the comedy, I guess. And so I just redrew it myself. I was like, here, this is what I want. I think this was like based on a meme. Pokemon had like an expression like this and I just loved it so much. So it's very, very chibi anime. It's great. Who's asking what now? Sonic Prime. What about you, Mio? What about me? What? Huh? What did I miss? The little bonuses. I don't know what the question was. Oh, how was it to work with Mary? Mary's great. He was actually like way too chill. I was like, are you sure? Like this looks fine? He's like, yes. Like, but don't you want like any changes? Like, what do you think of the outfit? And like, is it okay to show her in this kind of outfit? And he's like, yes. Just very polite and very accommodating. So it made me super nervous because I was like, A, starstruck to be talking to Mary in the first place. And B, I was like, I want to do you proud. I want to make sure your baby is like well taken care of here. And so I'm sending him like lewd pictures over Twitter. I'm like, here's her sex scene. And he's like, yes. Like, come on, dude. But yeah, he was very lovely and super easy to work with. Like the chillest collaborator and very gracious for letting us put his character in our game. Yeah, it was very cool to see him play it on stream. Yeah, he's very nice. Mary and Blush. Well, Kelena, I don't know if Mary would understand what that means being in Blush, because we do have a not safe for work version. But I mean, if he's open to it. I'm sure there's a lot of people who'd like to hear his voice in Blush. Yes. Oh, he's got such a good voice. Ugh. So I'm just daydreaming about his voice. Okay, continuing with Explora. Yeah, this is her kiss. And I just redrew like how her outfit could curve down because, you know, cleavage. It would push it down instead of like a straight across kind of top. And I like her like pushing on her cheeks like, choo, give me a kiss. You probably noticed this, but we changed her design a little bit from what Mary has in his comics because I just got nervous about getting too close to like the source material, if you know what I mean. So this isn't a letter. This is just like a cancel sign. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'd be interested if he wanted to be in Blush Blush and like, would people understand? Like, who is this guy? He's Dog Boy. I mean, we love Dog Boys. Volks is one of my favorites. Okay, now her saucy lingerie. Oh, I'm in the way. I'll just hang out here. This is a good space. Hi, Explorer. How you doing? So lots of cute designs from Yuki. I think I wound up going with number 2. I just really liked that. Like, there's nothing internet-y about it, but it just seemed very elegant and pretty for her. But yeah, some really crazy designs, like the corset, the little rose. They're beautiful. She always does such a good job. Like, these are concepts, you know? These are supposed to be rough. You saw my roughs. But yeah, these are super cool. I want to do them all, but not do them. I mean, do them too, but make them. So I can only make one, and I made number 2. So good. So many options. And here were her, this is a bunch of different things. So this is like her wedding, and her school uniform, and her holiday outfit. And then on the end there's her bikini that we ended up going with. So I'll hang out here. So yeah, with the wedding, the little like halo above her head was kind of an homage to a certain internet browser. The school outfit was way too close to like the source material, so this is close to what we went with, but I went in and changed a bunch of the colors, you know. Make it different. Don't get sued. Her holiday one is cute. It's got some like Ethernet cables hanging out. Yeah, I love those little motifs. And the hashtags in her hair, or the brackets, sorry. Little brackets are really cute. Yeah, HTML tags. Okay, so yeah, here's where I fixed it up. One of these things is not like the other. One of these gets us sued. But yeah, I fixed her little emblem and simplified her bow and then just made the pattern on her skirt more generic. But these were some of her pose concepts. This is in Yuki's style, so like it hasn't been brought on model yet, but very cute, you know, different options for like getting tickled and poked. When she doesn't like the poke. They're very cute. And so I sketched over top and I was like, you could pull out her leg more. So it's like more standard anime pose. I'll just go here, I guess. This is a good spot. Look up her skirt. Bigger chest. That's usually my feedback. Bigger butt, bigger chest. And then just fixing up her little ponytail because I wanted to match, you know, what Mary's team had for her design. Try and make it look like her, but also in our style. And the nice thing is, Mary's team, like their art style is kind of similar to Crush Crush. So it wasn't like a huge transition of translating like a 3D character over to 2D. My tummy just made a growl. Pickle, pickle. What, Bob? What's this about Bob? Did I do a Freudian slip? Yeah, thank you for clipping that. I knew someone would. Oh man, I gotta watch myself. Oh wow, look at all these school uniforms. There's a ton. So many. Oh my god, there's some over here and here and here. But yeah, I like the ones up top. Some of the bottom ones remind me of like flight attendants. Which is cute. They are very sweet, but you know, gotta stay on theme. And for her, like, browser theme, I guess these top ones were closest. I like them all though. It's so hard. So dang hard to just pick one. Oh, you're funny. Get it? Slip? But Aw. Mio, send a kiss for Brazil. I love Brazil. Mwah! Kiss, 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 choo. Brazil. I have some friends in Brazil. Oh, from Brazil, I should say. Yeah, it's awesome. I want to go there one day. It seems very beautiful. And I want to eat all the fruit trees. Oh, here's more Explorer. And yeah, her scarf also needed some fixing, but yeah, holding a cookie was my idea. I thought that'd be pretty funny. I mean, she was a fun character to write for because there were just so many internet memes and jokes and puns you could do. So with my red lines here, I was just simplifying her hair because you gotta keep in mind, like, where's the direction of the wind? So instead of having her hair flying out both sides, like, let's have it just go back. And same with the scarf. It's like, you don't need a scarf blowing here if it's blowing back here. So I fixed up her face and made those kind of suggestions. And had a ginormous cookie. Axis, what do you mean? It's Explorer, a totally original, in no way, no copyright infringing character at all. Yeah, Explorer does sound like Dora, but that was like my cheap solution to giving her a name that wouldn't get us in trouble. There is a thing as parody, but I still just didn't want to walk that line because certain giant companies are not to be messed with. I know this, trust me. I used to work for Disney. The most gigantic. Cookie. I never got caught. Thank you. Oh, her wedding dresses! I was like, oh, Yuki has been drawing a lot of wedding dresses lately. For like our Crush Crush Deluxe outfits. And oh man, she's just so good. She's so good. Look at these. They're so pretty. Like, what is happening? I don't know. I've never seen more pretty dresses than the ones that Yuki draws. So again, it's really tough picking which one ends up being in, but I think I went with 6, maybe 5. Some of these top ones are lovely, but you know, you gotta keep in mind the shape. Like, it really accentuates her hips. And yeah, hips for days with this drawing. Whereas, like, this is more elegant and spills over to sort of accentuate her legs and lovely lady features. Mickey is watching you. Uh-oh! Mickey and his arsenal of 3,000 lawyers. No, I'm just kidding. He's got, like, 8,000 lawyers. Yeah, very inspired. I know, she is inspiring. I love when I get new outfit designs from her. I wish she could design my real life outfits. Okay, and some holiday concepts. These are fun. Like, you already saw which one we wound up going with, but just seeing the process and the exploration of, like, maybe she could have, you know, more sparkle, more blam, and all the different color combinations. But I like the poofy skirt up top. I thought that was fun. Whenever I see tights like this, it reminds me of, like, a casino. Isn't that what they wear? Like showgirls or the casino girls who serve your drinks? I don't know. Mermaid style. Yeah, that's the name. Mm-hmm. But if we had a mermaid character, like Bon Jovi, I guess, that would suit her better. But these ones were hitting right for me. Hydration station time. Ooh. Did you guys like the BRB scene that I had earlier? Osimi's animations, Osimi's art. It's just so pretty. I should show it again just so you can admire it. Okay, really quick, I'll show. And I can drink water. Okay, that was quick. I just love it though. All those little interstitials are beautiful. Osimi did a great job. Alright, more art. So, these were her pose sketches, and I just gave minimal feedback on these ones because they'd already been through a couple rounds. But, yeah, fixing up her arms, her expressions, her skirt, just little things. But, yeah, Explora, she looks great. And then doing a flat color test. She's got a lot of blues, and so we tried to change them a little bit just so they'd be, they'd stand out more. Oh god, now we're back to my ugly sketches. Well, that's depressing. These are some really old sketches from like the beginning of Crush Crush. Before we launched it, even. I was coming up with some like intro sketch. These are thumbnails. But like how you meet Alpha, Fumi, Bonnabelle. Pamu's like coming out of your bathroom mirror. I know, right? Elle's just asleep at the restaurant. I don't know. I don't want to look at these any longer. They're not good. But it's important to show that with the process of game art, like they start really messy and a lot of concepts that just don't get used. But it's good to explore all the ideas, right? Okay, more of my chibi sketches. Oh wow, Iro's eyes are like falling off her face here. But I fixed it up when I went to the line art stage, thankfully. Jesus. And Quill is now having some kibble. She's eating some lunch beside me. So if you hear crunching, that's what's going on. The more you call the sketches ugly. I know, I'm pretty bad at beating myself up. Like, they look really ugly to me. I know some people like them. But I'm just really embarrassed because I feel like my art's improved over the years. And these are very old sketches and yeah, it's tough. But, you know, I think it's not a great mentality to think so little of yourself, but I see a positive spin in it in that I'm always wanting to improve myself because I'm never good enough, right? And it's true. I look at so many amazing artists online. I follow a ton on Twitter, and I work with some really amazing artists who are way better than me. So I always feel like I have room to improve. And that's why I shit all over my art. Because I know it could be better. It needs to be 20% more cooler. You're right. Nice Rainbow Dash reference. Yeah. So, don't beat yourself up. Be proud of your art. But also, just always be looking to grow and improve. You always... Oh, Kirina says, I love to look at my old work and get OCD and want to fix them. I know! You messaged me about that the other day. You're like, can I please fix this? No, because it's good. And, you know, 90% of the time, most people won't notice your little mistakes in your art. I mean, maybe other artists will, but for the most part, like, I make a big deal out of things that nobody notices. Like, I've missed things, like... I'm not gonna call it out, but there's certain things in Crush Crush in the art that are wrong. Like, oops, I forgot to add this accessory, or oops, like her neck is double neck, like double chin. Like those things are in the game, but no one has ever complained or pointed it out, and so I just move on. I forgive myself. Okay, oh, more Yandere Simulator, that's cool. So this was another example of like my friend doing the 3D on the left. And then we got Drool Bozo to do the actual good model. So this one wound up in Yandere Simulator, and it looks great. Like, that hair, this reminds me of like Reboots. Do you remember the old Reboot show? You would play on YTV if you're in Canada. And holy moly, it was like this level graphics. So she's got some Enzo hair going on. Yikes. And since we're on Eero, we can see some early concepts I did for some outfits that didn't get used. Happy little accidents. Oh, I like the Bob Ross reference. Yeah, I figured she'd have like more of a punky kind of kimono. I don't really know how it works, but something like that. And then punky, like rocker style, rockabilly dress. Aww, Kirena can't stream as much. I understand that it's very tough, and internet plays a part, and like time of day, and just like how you're feeling too. Like, I like this streaming thing. I'm having fun with all you marshmallows. But I can understand it. It's tough to commit to streaming often. But I'm gonna do my best. I want to get to affiliate. Shrunk head. Oh, this is Kelby. Blush blush. We're back to blush blush. You like how I'm mixing it up so much? So Kelby, his outfit's fantastic. And his little rooster mask is good. I think the only thing we had to fix up here was his face. Like, he's got like a Joker face. Like, look at that smile. It goes all the way to his ear. And the way his eye turns up, it's giving me creepy vibes. It's too round. So we just redrew his face and gave him more bone structure. What the FNU is saying, I could go straight to partner? I doubt it. I think that's gonna take a long time. But I'm just really excited to get emotes. I want to get emotes in. That's my main goal. Oh, by the way, did the bot thing get solved? Because I know you were saying there was like a bad bot in the chat. So I changed the follower to like 5 minutes or something. Hopefully it's all fixed. I'm still new to this, so if you ever see anything like that, let me know. So yeah, Kelby, we shrunk his head. Poor Kelby, sorry. Stretched out his neck, and like redrew his face. So that's nice, because this is like a pretty easy fix. Probably only took a half hour to draw, but most of the other critiques you've seen, those are like hours. Yeah, but art takes time. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Sounds like the bot thing is solved. You want to cross over with the KFC dating sim? Okay, first of all, I love it. Colonel Sanders, we love you. It's so good. He's real heckin' dreamy in that one. Like, man, I wish they had a panda pass for that. But yeah, I don't know. It's tough reaching out to companies because they don't want to collaborate with indie devs unless you're like a huge indie dev. Nah, that's okay though. I've been listening for 2 hours while working. Aw, yeah, the collab with Mary was super cool. I'm glad you like hearing about these things, Delta. Delta Dodova? Or is it Delta D-Dova? It's a nice name. I like Dova. I really like Dragon Girl, so I'm hoping you... I really want to finish, yeah, Myro, the Dragon Girl, or do a brand new Dragon Girl. You know, dragons are cool. Let's see. It'd be really cool to see the possibilities and what was actually chosen in an art pack. Oh, so you like that idea? Well, maybe I will give it more consideration, because, I don't know if this is interesting to anyone. This is a fun stream for me. And it was hacked together last minute because I couldn't find my pen. But doing an art book would be really cool. Like one for Blush Blush and one for Crush Crush, because then you could see all the artwork that went into it. It would be like thousands of pages because we do so many different concepts and scrapped things. Like there's entire girls that have been scrapped. I mean, they didn't get very far, but concept stage and early exploration, like those extra monster girls. Yeah, Zentreya! Yeah! Yeah, she's a cool dragon. How would her voice sound, though? would it be, like, text-to-speech in Crush Crush? Oh, what do you think about Love Esquire? I love it! Because, I actually collabed with them a little bit. Yeah, that studio is really cool. Yang Yang, I think they're in the Philippines, and they're a really nice bunch of people. And I can't remember who reached out first, but we ended up doing a cool collab where our girl Pamu, everyone's favorite troll, 4chan troll, is in Love Esquire. And so we collaborated with them to make sure the artwork looked good, and we kind of wrote or tweaked up their script for her. And then we got Kayla, our voice actress, to record the lines for Pamu. And so it's really cool because Pamu's just in this other game. And man, their game has so much polish. It's wonderful. It's kind of like my secret rival studio because I want to like do better, even better than them. You know, they have lots of CGs and animations, and I feel like it's a good rival for Hush Hush, but Hush Hush has so much more. Not to toot my own horn. Oh, people are talking about TTS programs. Yeah, so you saw Pamu was in that. Some people thought that they used her without our permission, which would never happen. Like, they're a big enough studio, they wouldn't just put someone's character in their game. So yeah, that was fun collaborating with them. I love that studio, and they do a lot of like beautiful dating games now. Some Yuri, And I think they're working on some more of that, but really cool stuff. You should check out Love Esquire. It's a fun little RPG romp. More Kelby. Okay. I feel like his head is pushing, or his hand is pushing my head. Ah! So yeah, this one had more changes. We had to change his shirt, and fix up his arms. Like the foreshortening was just lacking a little bit. And so we defined his muscles and fixed up his smiley. But his eyes were okay. Excuse me, it's hiccup. Choo. And then some Anon. Oh man, nipple. Hey, it's Anon. Speaking of the devil who's in our chat. I love his design. He's like, he's probably my number 2. Volks is my number 1 fave boy. Sorry. Oh, it's tough. I don't know. I love him and Nim equally. And Volks. Oh, it's just tough. But yeah, Anon, with his old lemur self, you can see the original sketches on the right. Maybe I should hide chat so you can see. Yeah. So he was like a full redraw, unfortunately. But you know, the structure's there, and you can always build off the sketch. So we redrew it to be more on model and have more like anatomy tweaks and push more peel in his face, because like he didn't really have a cheek over here, so we added this cute little munchy cheek, and did little tweaks like that. And with his human form, it was less tweaks. We just had to fix his tail and his head. But yeah, the hands were fine. Ayano L. Cassie. Oh, cute. Oh, hey, who's that guy? Yeah. Yeah. Zan has the most in common with Anon. Nice! Oh, Delta Didova is asking about Mallory. Yeah, she is out. We just haven't announced it. It was kind of like a soft launch, I guess. But yeah, if you have cabin fever, then you can unlock Mallory for free in Crush Crush. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna like add her to the store and make it a formal announcement. That's awesome. I hope you liked her. Who is my favorite boy from Blush Blush? Well, it's a 3-way tie. It's Anon, it's Nim, and it's Volks. There's qualities in all 3 that I really like. But I'd probably get along with Anon best, just because like we're both big nerds and kind of techie. I feel very like shy and on the spot now because his voice actor's in the chat. I'm confessing my love, Anon. I love him best. So let's see more. Oh, Eli! Speaking of voice actors, like Michael Kovac. Is it Kovac or yeah, it's Kovac. I don't know how to say names. He voices Eli, and he's in Hush Hush too, and it's just so good. I can't wait for y'all to hear him in Hush Hush, because he's like, he kind of steals the show. He really does. So this is him, some sketch notes about his Pegasus form, and like redlining the human part too. For the horse, like the Pegasus one, we really had to redraw it. I'm gonna hide chat because you gotta see. Like, it's really funny. He looks like a man with a horse head. Like, he's got moves. He's got a belly. What's going on? So we got in there and we cleaned up the silhouette. Like, we moved his drink down here and like just fixed his neck and everything. Reduced the moobage. It's interesting. You know, like, horses are hard, but taking it another step and like trying to adapt to someone else's art style is also hard. And so, you know, she did her best, but ultimately, like, we see things in the design that are just really obvious to us. And so same with the human one. His hands are good. I think we like changed this hand a little bit, but had to redraw the head and fix his face. Made the little winglings shorter and just gave it like a clearer silhouette here. But yeah, like just little tweaks like that add a lot. They bring it more on style and on brand, so that when you look here and here, you're like, oh, that's the same artist. That looks like the same art. Whereas if you look and compare it to like the original sketch, not so much. So yeah, we go through every single sketch and correct it like this. Oh, Delta's taking off. Okay, have fun with work. Ciao. I know I'm slacking. I feel like I should be doing some work. Iro and this guy are friends and siblings. Yes. Hi, dear Mio. Rayman, hi. You don't like Eli's voice? Well, that's okay, Zan. I know it's not for everyone. We try to have a full gamut of something for everyone. Yeah, I mean, huh? Chichao? What? Hey? What is Vixen talking about? Yeah, I mean, some people will love Eli's voice. I really love it. I'm actually always quoting things he said. Because it's just so, like, animated, I guess. But, you know, maybe Volks is more your style. Because he's kind of, like, gruff and not as animated and out there. So we tried to do something for everyone. Yay! Next. Oh, some Garrett! Hello! Oh, okay. It looks like I'm covering his naked body. I should move. So this is even an out-of-date model because he does not have a treasure trail like this. We chopped that off. He shaved. I thought that was really funny. Like, when I first saw that, I was like, oh, like, is it a tail? What is it? It's too much hair. Because he has no other hair. So it just seemed really weird. Like, treasure trail coming up. Okay, let me cover that now. I can't look at it. Seriously. But here's some more comparisons of, like, his animal form. And we redrew most of that. And then the human. This is the dinner date, by the way. But we drew him quite a bit. Kind of pulled in his eyes, so they were focused on the pancake, whereas over here they're kind of glazed over looking at the table more, and fixed up like his neck because it was too big, and then opened up his hands because you can see more of what's going on when you tilt his hand, whereas here it's like he's gonna stab someone behind him, you know. I don't know what's going on there. And the bull's really cute, but too much of a hunchback is not as appealing. You don't want to date that. I don't know. I mean, you could. Someone's style. Someone's into that. Fixed up his face, gave him some happy chubby cheeks because he's bunching. Cows are so cute. Bulls are cute too. And here's some Nim. See, we're not always mean. We don't always tear everything apart. This one we're like, hey, it's great. And so yeah, we showed his reference here. And his little bunny form. You should always have reference in front of you whenever you're drawing a character. Look, he has boxers on. He looks naked when I'm right here, tickling. Tick, tick, tick. But yeah, the rabbit unfortunately had to be redrawn. Like, their initial sketch was so kind of like a really closed pose. There's some tangents with this line here. And so we just opened it up, pulled out his ear some more, and like moved the carrot out. It's a very sweet pose. Like, it was a good idea. We just pushed it further with our little tweaks. He looks like the bunny from Zodiac. Bunny Zodiac from Fruits Basket. Yeah! I mean, Fruits Basket was a huge inspiration for Blush Blush, right? I saw the original anime when it aired, and I read the manga. It was really good. So there was something seated in my head, I'm sure, that made its way subliminally into these designs. On an unrelated note, Gold Game asks, is the dark one just you before coffee? Well, no comment. Actually, no, I will comment. In high school, I had a goth phase, and I was totally the dark one. It's embarrassing. I didn't have to stretch too far for that. But it was OG Panda's idea to do, like, the dark one. That was just Dark Mio. It was so funny. I'm like, oh, really? I gotta go back to that place? Let's see. Okay. Well, if y'all are still good to hang out, I'm happy. I'll probably go to 3 hours and then call it quits for lunch, because I can hear my tum-tum grumbling. But this is fun, and I mean, we only made it to K. There's so much more I could show. You were a big titty goth? No, no. I was just goth, like full angst artist with no click to hang out with. Shopped at Hot Topic, you know. Oh, let's look at some Volks and change the subject. Yeah. Grumpy Schmeh. Oh, I'm in the way. No, you can see. It's the same. It's the same wolf. So redrawing. We didn't redraw on this one. We're just giving pointers, and then redrawing his human face, making him more pouty, and referencing like how his face looks here, because he kind of just looks sad and bored in the original sketch, and his hair is kind of greasy. I don't know what's going on. So fixed that up, the head shape and his face. Hiccup skin, sorry. Oh no, more Anon, and this needs some explanation. Whether or not you have seen our little video parody we did of like, I like big boys, itty bitty boys, that song, that's what this is from. And so we had an animator do some work, and then we ended up, you know, drawing over it and giving pointers. We ended up doing more of the work ourselves, which was too bad, because we thought she could have done it all, but now you can see the before and after. So the bottom here was like her initial drawing, and like we did all the thumbnails and stuff too, but yeah, there was just a lot wrong. Like his torso is getting so tiny here, and his hand has no definition, and like just a lot of problems. So we redrew it here with some fixes. Still trying to like retain some of her stuff, because I mean, we could have redrawn the whole thing, but we wanted to keep some stuff to make it feel like, hey, you know, we're not completely throwing everything out the window. Yeah, these were our thumbnails. So like, this is what we sent of like, here's Anon, like here's the thumbnail, you know, clean it up. And like Dimitri, like they're all pretty clear. And you hope that like they could be taken to the next level by an experienced animator, but unfortunately it just needed more. But you can learn a lot, like comparing, like look at how this hand has no real structure, and then just add a few more lines, tilt it, and suddenly it's like, oh, that looks like a hand instead of a wrinkly ball sack. Okay, hi, it's Eli! Here's his Pegasus form. And I love that he's just entertained on this spooky, scary date. It's great. So we fixed up a lot of his face and his little hoofy hand, because of horse anatomy. Well, I'm in the way, so I gotta pay attention to that. The before and after. Oh, some people think Anon is Honey's son. I mean, the hair color's the same, but I'm not gonna answer that if you're right or wrong, because it could be an unexpected answer. Yeah, maybe one day I'll do a video that's like talking about the characters and like going more in depth on just the characters. So yeah, this is another one of that animator's like cleanups from our thumbnails. And so she did this, and there's like some wackiness with the different skin tones and the line work. It's tough. And so we added some little fix-ups here and there. And like same with Eli, it just didn't translate well. Like here's a big tangent with the lines intersecting, and like his nose has no definition. It's not even there. Where did his nose go? And the way his sleeve folds are just not working. Like that's not how they would go. So we redrew some parts and redrew his face, so you can see it's like day and night. We redrew his hair because it also was just like a big clump, like I don't know, fishtails. So we added more definition. We're not working with this animator anymore, by the way, just in case I sound salty. It didn't work out. Yeah, we redrew a lot of it, and it looks much better up here. And Garrett, I mean, mousels are hard, but you can just reference lots of pictures online, or, you know, if you know someone who looks like Garrett, get him to strike a pose. And so fixing up some of those, and like he had balloon hands. So he fixed those and added more definition and shape and fixed up his head, his face, little things like that. And then at the end, Pamu comes in and grabs our boys. So we fixed up all their faces, pushed the expression, and like just lined them up to have better structure. Because like her eyes kind of fallen off, and I don't know, he's looking at her chest or something. So fixing it up. That's what we did up top here. Just fixing proportions. And then Pamu, mostly just like shoulder. It would overlap here, and her thumb wasn't really pointing to her chest, and again, like balloon fingers, so we gave more structure there. And yeah, noted that the line weight was really thin, so that was another problem. There were many problems. And then yeah, her eyes didn't even have like outlines, they're just colored, so it didn't match the rest of the style. This one cracks me up because like what Kelby looks like. He came from different parents in this one. He's just a totally different ethnicity, or I don't know. He looks not like Kelby. It's really funny. And yeah, we fixed up his face, opened his eye. It looks nicer this way. Touched up his arms and his muscles here, and then his hand. There's a lot of little fixes. And we probably could have kept fixing it, but there's a certain point you just gotta say, like, it's good enough. And then Pamu, yeah, like she's blowing on her nails, like, whew. And so wanted to push that with her expression and fix up a couple little things here. Oh yeah, and her hair, like, was missing the line. It's just a clump that comes out of her head. Nim, oh, Quill's eating again. My fat cat. I know, these are funny, and I shouldn't be laughing, like, they're cringe, but it's just a good example of, like, some people really struggle matching the art style, and also, like, maybe don't have art fundamentals or foundations, like how to draw hands, so kind of important. Let's see. Yeah, this one we just fixed up his face, because there were a lot of, like, thick lines happening. Poor Nim's like, so yeah, I removed some of these weird lines in his shirt, fixed his face, and corrected line art. This one is so funny. Like, what is with this face? What's with this face scale? This scale? That's supposed to be scale. Oh my gosh. Okay. Can we talk about this? It's like, okay, you look at the thumbnail, and yes, we had little dot eyes, but you're supposed to put real eyes in there. Realize the real eyes. We're getting close to the end. 5 more minutes of this, and then, yeah, we added his cape, because that was also not referenced. And put a real face on him. That's a good face. That's good, smug look. He's so cute. Poor boy. And fix up his outfit, because yeah, his belt was missing. It's like we had the reference art, but it wasn't referenced too closely. Wilmoth is taken off. Okay, thanks for watching. Quill cam. You mean my cat? Like, does this have a camera on my cat? I could do that. Cole is Ayano's brother. I don't know. He's kind of like, just a gender swap of Ayano, sort of. He's a great meme. It's like Doja Cat. Yeah. That's funny. I think my favorite characters in Blush Blush would have to be Nim, Volks, and an Ichiban. Aw, Sonic. Yeah, we like the same ones. Gold Game is saying she also has a dog named Peanut. Yes, Peanut. Peanut who... Oh, Peanut's great. She's still sort of a puppy, but she's a sweet girl. And she had a really tragic story. She was saved from a fire. There's a whole town that burnt down here in BC called Lytton. And she was spared. The fire went through her house and her farm, and only her and her siblings survived. So, Peanut! Such a tragic backstory. My sweet little Peanut. Ugh, doggos. We don't deserve them. All right, Pamu. Okay, Pamu doesn't have an arm. Let's just state the obvious. That's because of how animation works. It's like on a separate layer. But yeah, still some issues here. Like her hair is all over the place and there's issues. That's all I can say. Hey, good. Something nice to look at for a change. Okay, these are fun. Oh, you haven't seen these because we haven't released Lake yet. Okay, so let's check out some Lake. Yeah. Speaking of like mermaids, we were talking about that earlier with another outfit. Yeah, these are some kind of bathing suit designs for Lake. And I love them all. I love the creature from the Black Lagoon design. That's fun. And like the little Nemo fish design. The flamingo one, I actually liked enough that we're gonna use that as her lingerie. Because it's got like feathers. I thought, ooh, we can tickle her. And then the tsunami kind of Japanese wave pattern, that's gonna be her bathing suit. It is a heckin' elaborate bathing suit, but you know what? She's an artist. She gets away with it. Yeah, moving chat. Yeah, so this is what I was just saying. We're gonna use it as her like lingerie. My suggestion was to add like tights as garters and show more of like her midriff, add a headband and like a little tickler. But yeah, this is fantastic. This is such a cool design. I feel it's very striking. It's very Lake. Lake. She's got a lake in her outfit. And the shoes are wicked too. Like, I don't know how this would work IRL. It would have to be like painted on your body. But it looks cool. Alright, I'll get through the rest of the lake and then I'll probably wrap this up. Okay, so these are some other lingerie designs based on like famous paintings. Starry Night by Van Gogh, and I can't remember this one. I'm terrible. I need to go back to art school that I never actually went to. I need to learn my artist names, but you know this one, where he's holding the woman. That one. Yeah, Lake is so pretty, and it's super fun going through all the art motifs with her. Like, she can really have wacky outfits because she's the artist. And so this is like her school uniform. Very like stereotypical artist smock and a little tam hat. Very cute on her, of course. I don't know what school would allow that outfit, but I like it. I'm all for that. I think I liked number 5. I think 5? I think we went with number 5 and I just tweaked some colors. But they're all great. Yuki made these, and Yuki's got such good style. Yeah, here are some more like explorations of color. So you can see I went like, I like this one. Very cute. These are some wedding dresses. They've got a very beautiful, like almost Greek kind of motif going on. They're lovely. If only I could wear stuff like this. Which one did I go with though? I don't remember. I want to say 5? Excuse me. I'm not drinking, I swear. I just have like... I have chronic hiccups. It's a thing. Moon, oh, you like the outfits? Yeah. I know, it's super inspiring. I want to just design outfits with her all day. Can we just do a dress-up game, please? I don't even know if people like the outfits. Like, oh yeah, so here's one outfit for her wedding dress, and then the other is getting used for like a deluxe wedding dress. And so I was just adding notes about like add stars to her hair and move the ribbon, stuff like that. Have her holding the wedding ring, because why not? Yeah. Oh, Lake is awesome. She's very pretty. Very excited for Lake. Question, when will Lake come out? Well, as you can see, we're still in kind of the sketch stage right now. But we just cast her voice actress. The script is all finished, so depending on the voice actress and how quick she can record, I usually give them like a month or 2, because I mean that's just typical with a voice actor turnaround. Yeah, I'd say 2 months, maybe 3, but soonish. And then we'll do another phone fling vote. Yeah. Okay, we're over the 3-hour mark now, so I'm just gonna wrap up Lake and then call it a day. These are really funny. I know they're not sexy, but they're fun. Like, Lake is just such a character. And these are all really fun. Can you guess which one I went with? It's the most ridiculous one. Yeah, it's the Christmas tree on the far right. It's so ridiculous. But, you know, why not? She gets into it. She probably made her outfit herself. Mike is very creative. These are some alternate Christmas ones. And they're sweet. They're very tame compared to her other stuff. I like that she's holding a little bell. That's fun. Oh, if her... Wait, which voice pack? Who are you talking about? Nova? Well, if you have an issue like that on mobile, you should write to us at support@sadpandastudios.com. Oh, so we're back to Ava now. Okay, so I think that's it for Lake. Oh, wait, am I? Is that? Wait, where am I? Let me go see. Let me go see where I am, just in case there's more Lake. I want to wrap up with Lake. No, there's just other Lestat next and all that. So I could save that for another day, if that's fun. Here, let me pull up something where you can actually see chat. Because I realize it's like there. It's very hard to see with the thumbnails. All right, I'm gonna find my screen and blow up because it's coming up past 3 hours now. I'm excited to just get some lunch. But thank you so much. Like, this was really cool. Actually, here, I know what to do. I'll just turn that off. Can I turn that off? Yeah, that's better. Okay. Jeez, why didn't I do that before? But this has been fun. It's not what I expected to be doing, but it's really cool that everyone was here to watch my little art stream, going through some like behind the scenes stuff. And I can't believe how many people showed up. This is amazing. 120 marshmallows. Ah! You guys, you're just the best. This was so nice. And thanks for putting up again with my cats munching in the background. Quill made a little cameo. Yeah, I think that was fun. If you liked it, I'll leave the stream open for a few minutes for chat to continue. But yeah, let me know if you'd like to see more of this, because I would like to eventually just do an actual drawing stream. But this kind of stuff is fun too. You get to see the struggles and strife of creating artwork for our games. It's fun though. It's a lot of fun, especially like the outfit design stuff and character creation. Yeah, it's amazing. Oh, thank you. Everyone's so nice. We love you, they say. No, you're making me blush. Aw, A+++++ stream. ++. That's a good idea for a game. Makes note. Thank you so much. I love all you little marshmallows. This was really fun. And it's fun interacting and chatting with you and all these nice artists and voice actors that also dropped by chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Man, I can't wait to eat. And yeah, I'll have my schedule up so you can see more stuff coming up soon. So thank you. I love you so hard. You're the best. I hope you have a great day. Bye.